Hey, party people, broadcasting from deep in the heart of Texas. It is now the 11th hour. Do you know where your reality is? Hey guys, what is up? I am your host with the most scared performance alongside Fizzy Pop and Eric tonight, and glad you guys would be a part of this broadcast. Let's see who's here tonight. We have Oram Vorux, we have Benjamin. Let's see, Katie's here. Guardian Matrix? I say Guardian, okay. Kimberly. Frederick Digital Arts is with us today. DD74. Crew is with us. What's up, Truth Yo? How you doing, brother? Dean Johnson. What's all these @ signs in your names?
They changed the usernames again, so it's easier to tag people if.
Is that what's going on? Oh,
I think. Okay. I don't know.
All right, Okie Mouse is here. We have @Amy. I'm gonna say Amy A. All right, and then earlier, Austin asked. He said, "Man, I missed you guys talking about the Mandela effect." Well. I'll tell you what. If they turn that damn collider back on, like I said, I'd be happy to talk about it. But until I can get some content, people, I'm not gonna. I only talked about it for 10 years.
Yeah, we're not gonna just make up silly Mandela effects to have something to talk about.
I mean, I would love to get into it again, but
I do have one Mandela effect, but I don't know how many people have seen the TV show.
Which one is that?
What is it?
So
spill it.
Put a thumbs up in chat if you've ever watched the TV show From. It's made by the creators of Lost. It's a supernatural. They're stuck in this town, and blah blah blah. Okay, so I'll just explain the premise of the episode. The Mandela effect is from. So they discovered these weird magic trees where if you went inside the tree, you would be teleported. And this one guy was convinced that if he got into the tree, it would take him home. And the last thing he said before he got into the tree was pretty much like, "Good luck, suckers. I'll be poolside," and blah, blah, blah. He stepped in the tree and he got teleported right into the side of the pool, like kind of meshed in with the pool. It was super gross way to die. Like only his eyes were sticking out and his mouth was full. It was disgusting. But the thing was, he said, "I'll be by the pool," or, on the side of the pool or something like that. That's why it made sense that he was stuck in the side of the pool. Now he don't mention no pool at all. So the scene makes zero sense.
Okay, well, I, for one, haven't seen it. Let me see if there's any thumbs up on it.
But does that make sense, how he would say that
From.
line and then get stuck in the poolside because he said he was going to be poolside? Does that make sense to you?
Well, it could be a change,
In a supernatural town, and then now he never even says that. So his punishment, being stuck in the pool, doesn't make sense because he never mentioned a pool.
Oh,
it really says
it's still going. It's still on. Season 4 is on.
Season 4. Crunchy's watched it. I know Crunchy's watched it.
Well,
Daniel has watched it.
Kimberly Frederick Digital Arts.
You said that the makers of Lost did this?
Some of them, not the main writer.
Screw that. You're not sucking me back into that.
No.
Hell no.
So
I'm still mad about Lost.
I know.
Oh yeah, Lost.
Oh God, dude.
Okay, so listen before you judge.
Got into that and wasted.
They
wasted 7 years of my life.
Yeah.
Okay. They weren't the main writers, and they've already established that a supernatural town isn't purgatory.
Oh boy,
It's
here we
not
go.
a dream. These
Hmm.
people
They're
are
all
still
dead.
alive. Yeah,
Sounds
so
like
they
the same
already
MO.
established.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
already established it's like we're not going to end it like Lost. This is a mystery that has a
I don't
solution.
trust them.
They're not the main writers of Lost, but the
Okay.
main character is called Boyd, and he was the black man with the son in Lost. Michael, was his name Michael?
Uh,
Do you remember the black guy in Lost
Yes,
with his
yeah.
son? Yeah,
Yeah.
He's-
Oh, that damn kid. Yeah.
yeah, the kid. I don't
I
care
still don't
about.
know what the smoke monster was.
No, nobody does.
Fuck.
But anyway, he's the lead actor in From, and
Oh.
he's really good.
Okay.
So,
Well,
if you want to watch something a little spooky, that's a good show. But yeah, I wasn't sure if anyone would.
see, I love getting into those shows, but then I just always feel let down.
They said
I-
specifically they have written 5 seasons. They're not going to drag it on. They already have a clear ending in place.
Okay.
Love to see.
But I'm just saying that
no.
I wasn't sure if anyone would know the Mandela Effect because not a lot of people watch it. It's on MGM Plus, and nobody really has that. So, you can watch it on Amazon Prime,
Okay.
or you
Wow.
can pirate it, which is what I do. Because for some reason, Amazon Prime says, "Oh, you have to pay another whatever to watch these." And I'm like,
Of course.
Shh.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Prime never gives you the good stuff. You got to always have to pay more. You know. Well, I got kind of a Mandela effect. I was telling Eric about it, and it's just one of those ones that it's kind of back to thalidomide. History changes, stuff that I just felt like didn't happen in my first reality, and now I wake up to new changes, and to me, I'm like, what the fuck? I feel like I would have known about the thalidomide children. I knew a lot about it. I did a lot of history study and stuff like that. Really,
Well, they-
really, really looked into World War II.
To
I
be
studied
fair,
all-
they did try to cover that up.
Well, I mean, you can't really cover that up. I mean, too many people were injured, and really, I mean, it was over there in the Europe, so it would have been easy to talk about Europe. We don't care in America, so we should have known about it. Anyway, point is,
Do you know who made the medicine, Dan?
yes, I know about it.
The Nazis.
Right. So,
they did it
speaking
on
of the
purpose.
Nazis, speaking of all that, back in World War II, okay, there was you guys have heard of General Patton. Now, when General Patton was killed, one of the conspiracies back in the day, pre-Mandela, was that General Patton was killed because he had mentioned that he believed that there was something going on with the supply lines and things were, bad. He feels like there was something going on, like they were trying to slow him down and basically keep him from winning the war. He could have probably won it a year earlier. Okay,
They wanted it to
but
end.
they
on a
wanted to sort of
specific
drag it
time.
out. I feel like like the powers that be were kind of making some money on the side, right? And then his death was really sus, and that was a lot of people claim that Patton was murdered. Well, now fast forward, I see this documentary about Patton, and it's really detailed about how he found out there was a bunch of corruption in our supply chains, and that colonels and real high-ranking people were involved in it, to the tune of they were taking a bunch of money and stuffing in Swiss bank accounts, and he had a bunch of people court-martialed, and he even made these guys put their uniforms back on and go out there to the foxholes and shit, and stay out there and live with the men that they had screwed over, eating like once every 3 days, and experiencing what it was like. Because what happened was there was a soldier that died on a road because they couldn't get fuel to this ambulance, and the only reason he died was because they couldn't get him to a hospital, and it just pissed Patton off something bad. But what was weird about it is I don't remember the court martialing and all the the court proceedings that took place where he literally gutted and rooted out this evil that was that was in our military during World War II, where they were selling off a lot of our supplies to our enemies. And even and people there in France too, and all over, they were just selling to the people. They were selling some to the enemies. I mean, it was crazy, and they were just making money on the side. And I don't remember that being a situation. I do remember him feeling like gasoline
Never heard
supply
anything
chains.
like that.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy to think that happened. I could see that happening now, but
Yeah.
back then, man, it's just
Well, and what I'm saying is, all the research I did about him and about World War II, that never came up. And guys,
Yeah.
this documentary was amazing, talking about how, you know, Patton really, you know, he went after everybody, and I mean, he showed up with the MPs and arrested people. Man, he pissed a bunch of people off. Now I kind of see why maybe they did kill him. Okay, and maybe there was a reason for his death, but I'm sure he pissed off a bunch of people, man.
So we
and,
got
and
a
those guys got a lot
question.
of, they got a hard time, dude. Here's the thing, they didn't hold back. You know, like it always seems like these guys now that do stuff, you know, and like blue, you know, white collar guys, they always seem to like get no time at all, or if they get time, it's in a minimum security bullshit prison, and they're out in 5 years. Oh no, these guys were busting rocks for the next 25 years. You know what I mean? And these were high-ranking, you know, generals, colonels, people like that. So it was, you know, they had one guy, man. It was like a mafioso up there in Europe. He was running this whole show, man. And he was, they were just taking our supplies and fucking selling them and making money up from nails, lining their own pockets.
crazy.
Is it crazy that they did that?
Man.
And he went in and rooted all that out, man. It's amazing. So anyway, just all I'm saying
government.
is I do not recall that being
Yeah, I
the
don't
case at all. So
remember hearing anything like
is it
that.
a man? I can't really prove it is. I'm just saying from
We
my
got another
research.
question from
Find
the
out,
chat.
man.
Do you guys
Yeah.
remember Obama's sister?
No,
I didn't know he had a
not
sister.
really. No.
I didn't know either, but then again, I don't know if Trump has any sisters. Like, I don't.
Oh yeah, I think Trump does actually.
Yeah,
does,
but
yeah.
I mean,
Could I
don't
could
really
I
know
could
much
I
about
I couldn't
him.
identify him in a lineup. And
Yeah.
I certainly don't remember Obama. You know, when they would show little Obama, it was always just him and his mom. I don't remember a sister. But whatever. Maybe, you know. Is it
Yeah,
his,
and I like how
sister
they
with the
did-
mom? Is she
I
is
don't
she got
know.
the same dad?
I don't know. Is she a brother or a sister? We don't know. Hard to tell.
I don't know. Okay. Well, let's see. What's up?
Do you want to look at the spooky pictures first?
We can.
Okay, I'll bring it up. Like I said, we have seen a few of these before, but there's quite a few that I haven't seen, and some of them are really interesting. Plus, I noticed a couple things from, you remember the babushka lady
Babushka.
at
I
the,
remember
at the
Babushka
JFK
lady.
at the JFK
Sure.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's something really else wrong with the photo that I never noticed before. So when that comes up, I'll point it out to you guys. And my favorite one is in here with the alien, you know, behind the little girl. There was like a spaceman.
Mm.
Do you remember that one, Dan?
Yes.
That was always my favorite. But yeah, I got my screen up if you guys want to see. I know Eric likes aliens and ghosts and things.
Yeah.
And they even mentioned there's one photo of Project Pegasus, Dan. There's a little boy in a Civil War photo wearing sneakers.
That's Bellagio. Or
Yeah.
Bellagio. How you say his last name?
I don't know. It says it.
Bellagio or yeah, that's a crazy story, man. Because there is that photo of him and he does look out of place and he swears that was him in the jump rooms. He believes it. He's the one that said he went to Mars. He was doing these jump rooms with Obama.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wild story, man. I'll tell you, man. You know, and here's the thing. It's so crazy that, you know, most people would say, dude, that's fucking nuts. But then again, it's the crazy ones like that probably are true. You know, as nutty as things are, man. Who knows? Who knows?
All right, so I got my screen up if you want to look at a few of them.
All right.
Okay, so this is called The Most Mysterious Photos of the 20th Century. And like I said, you've probably seen some, but there are some that are new for me, so we'll go through.
Throughout the 20th and 21st centuries, the world has borne witness to countless mysterious photographs.
Can you guys hear the video?
Images that at first glance appear
Yeah.
entirely ordinary,
Cool.
yet upon closer inspection
There he is.
conceal enigmas that continue to divide opinion to this very day. Each evokes
Oh,
the
this is
unsettling
creepy.
sense
AI
that the
is
boundary between our reality
that's
and
wild,
the
man.
unseen world may be
AI
far
can do.
thinner than we imagine. Join us as we embark on a journey through some of the most enigmatic photographs ever recorded in history here in today's video. So fasten your seatbelt as we dive into today's mystery. But first, you'll have incredible luck if you like, and subscribe before this video ends.
Yeah.
The Time Traveler of 1941. This photograph was taken in the year 1941 at South
Dude.
Forks Bridge in Goldbridge, Canada.
I gotta
What
give him.
makes it so unusual
That dude does look so out of place. The haircut,
They,
the
did they
glasses.
even wear sunglasses back then?
Well, no, I don't. I mean, yeah, but not like that.
Those look
That,
like
they look
Ray-Ban.
so. They look like Ray Ban. They look like so modern. It's wild, man. Now remember, this is all. I will attest to this. I know. I saw this. You know, again, I guess anything could be photoshopped, but you know, it was definitely before AI. So
Well, even if it was photoshopped, why would they make a man like that? They didn't know what future people look like.
well, I'm just saying somebody made a picture.
Oh, you
just
mean
to-
afterwards?
Well,
Well,
yeah.
Kodak actually went through some of these photos and
Hmm.
determined that some of them haven't been touched at all. So
Mm,
we don't
okay.
know.
is that while the entire crowd is dressed in the fashions of the 1940s, one man stands out. He appears in distinctly modern attire, a simple t-shirt beneath a cardigan, dark sunglasses shielding his eyes, and a remarkably advanced
I wonder what that symbol is on his shirt. It's like
looks like a
Superman, but an
Michigan-
M.
It's an M. It's like from Michigan University. It's their M. I think their logo.
She's kind of looking at him like,
camera hanging from a strap around his neck. His device bears little resemblance to the camera
oh, he does have a camera.
held by another gentleman visible further up in the frame. Because of these striking anomalies, many have come to believe that this strangely dressed figure was nothing less than a time traveler, somehow captured in a single moment of history, the sea monster of Hook Island. In the year 1964,
His face. Would you be afraid of that thing, Dan?
I'm trying to see the face.
Right here, eyes,
Uh-huh.
eyes, smile.
Oh, okay.
photographer Robert LeBreton Sarek captured an extraordinary image of a creature resembling a gigantic tadpole, measuring up to 25 meters in length.
Oh,
See,
shit.
look how human the eyes
Dude,
are.
that might be an anaconda.
Can you imagine a
Yeah,
giant
that's a-
tadpole
I think
sea
that's
monster
That's not a tadpole. That's a damn snake.
with a human head, Dan?
No, that's a snake.
Okay.
I don't know.
As it swam slowly toward him off Hook Island, Australia. At that time, photo editing
Wow.
software such as Photoshop did not yet
Dude.
exist,
Dude,
leading many to believe
that's
the image was
wild.
genuine. Yet doubts quickly emerged. Skeptics suggested that what appeared in the frame could easily have been a trick of the light, or perhaps nothing more than a submerged iceberg drifting silently beneath
my
the surface.
God.
The ghost in the Cooper
come on.
family photograph.
Dude,
Oh,
it's always swamp gas or ice.
I hate this one. This is creepy.
During the 1950s, the Cooper family had just moved into a new home in Texas and decided to mark the occasion with a family portrait. But when the
Bill
photo was
Cooper?
developed, it revealed something no one could explain. The distinct
Oh,
form of
shit.
A man hanging upside down.
a body hanging upside down, intruding into their otherwise cheerful
Oh
frame.
my
The Coopers
God.
themselves swore that they had seen no
Yeah, and look at his hand is touching her.
That happens so much in these photographs, man. Where there's like, you see this happen all the time, especially in the ones where someone just
old
passes
photos.
away. You'll see the lady or whoever it was, like, there in the background. And you're like, fuck, man, that's, you know,
Yeah.
May right there. You know,
Creepy,
she's like,
man.
you know, just sitting there.
It doesn't seem to work
fuck.
with modern phones. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah, like the
photos always catch up. That's why ghost hunters will still use the old I keep calling them phones.
old
Old
cameras.
cameras
Yeah.
to catch things, and they do a lot.
such figure at the time, and had anyone actually fallen into the room, they would surely have reacted in terror.
Yeah, he's like on a candle. He's touching her shoulder.
Well, yeah.
In the
I mean,
way.
like, the kids aren't going to be that happy if there's a dead dude hanging there, you know? I mean, let's be honest. The kids are
rather
gonna be a
than
little
smiling
startled, I
brightly
think.
for the camera. With no Photoshop or similar technology in existence during that era, many accepted the photo as authentic, fueling speculation that a ghostly presence had revealed itself alongside the unsuspecting family. Yet, as with so many such images, its authenticity has remained a matter of heated debate ever since. The ghosts of the SS Watertown. In the year 1924, sailors James Courtney and Michael Meehan were cleaning out a cargo tank when they were overcome by poisonous gas and tragically lost their lives. Following maritime tradition of the time, their bodies were committed to the sea. Yet only days later, crew members reported seeing the faces of the two men staring back at them from the waves beside the ship. Captain Keith Tracy managed to take a photograph of the eerie sight, which appeared to show two disembodied heads lingering in the water,
That's
following the SS Watertown wherever it sailed. The Human Face on Mars. On July 25th, 1976, NASA released an
See, this one doesn't bother me much because it's probably rocks with shadows.
Paragolia.
Ghosts showing up in people's pictures, and
I don't know, man. I would believe in Sedona. You know,
There's more to this.
and-
There's a lot more to this story, though. They found, pyramids and other things
oh,
up there.
yeah, I forgot.
Definitely
about
looks like
that.
a complex.
Yeah.
But that's only if you believe in, space. You
That's
gotta get
true.
you gotta get that lie in your head
Yeah.
first.
This is
And
probably
then you can go to Mars, I guess. Yeah.
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 If you can get through the atmosphere,
Yeah, get past the dome,
the dome.
Yeah.
unless they
Hey
sent
dude, I got that 1958 encyclopedia clip to show you, Eric.
Okay.
unless
Well,
they
in the
sent
in the
some
1950s, okay, before they signed the Antarctic Treaty, which is a strange treaty because every country in the world pretty much signed it, and they all just agreed to do it. And like, when do you get the whole world to agree to anything anyway? But when it came to Antarctica, this fucking rock, ice thing, out there in the middle of fucking nowhere, apparently everyone's like, yeah, we'll sign that. So anyway, but in 1958, in our encyclopedias, it said that there was a literal dome, okay, that was about, and they gave the coordinates, and they said it was 13,000 feet high, okay, meaning it was coming down. So there was a point at Antarctica where they talk about it and they list where it is, and they mention it as a firmament or a dome. It was just mentioned like yeah, there's a dome, and it's like, what the fuck? And so I'm like, dude, were
What
they
about-
teaching people this stuff? Like, it's so weird.
What about the parts of Antarctica that are warm and green?
Well, that's the thing, dude. That's where
Huge continent.
I think that's where you get in the psyop of oh boy there. I'm talking about the Hollow Earth and all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
okay, yeah.
Because and the thing is that dude's a flat out, straight up Mason. Now he went down there to do his bit. Yeah, I just don't think. Look, I just don't think they're gonna let him go around and start talking about this shit. He's gonna be under, top secret.
Dan, are you
orders. There's
accusing
no
the
way.
police of lying, Dan?
What?
Are you accusing the elites of lying?
Well, I'm saying, like, if he's gonna say anything, he's gonna throw people off a little bit and say,
Yeah,
there's more stuff.
obviously.
Well, don't tell them it's a dome. They want to get rid of that. I think let's just say it was, and we are okay. And it's like the Bible states. Well, fine. Well, then I don't know. For some reason, they were just dead set on let's just remove that whole theory altogether.
It's weird. Okay.
unusual
remove the dome,
photograph
you remove
taken in
God.
the Cydonia region of Mars. At first, it seemed little more than an odd rock formation. But a year later, proponents of the extraterrestrial hypothesis highlighted what they believed to be uncanny details. The structure bore an undeniable resemblance to a human
Look at the shadow pyramid.
face. Some speculated that this was evidence of a long-lost Martian civilization, their monuments now eroded by time. Scientists countered that it was merely a trick of shadow and light, yet this explanation failed to satisfy those convinced of life beyond Earth. To this day, the face on Mars remains one of the most iconic and hotly debated anomalies in the history of planetary exploration. The Solway Firth spacemen.
This is one of my favorites. I don't know why. It's just so weird.
In May of 1964, Jim Templeton took his wife and young daughter Elizabeth to the Berg Marshes near the Solway Firth in England for an afternoon outing. He carried with him a Zeiss Contax camera, hoping to capture a few simple family memories. That day, Elizabeth sat in a meadow of wildflowers while Jim raised the camera
Oh,
and
that's
flicked
so
the shutter.
weird.
But when the film was
Dude, wow. That's crazy shit, dude. I love this one.
It gets weirder because I didn't know the part about more of them showing up later.
More?
Like, I thought this was a one-off, but yeah, he'll tell you more of these things showed up.
developed, he was stunned to discover a figure standing directly behind his daughter, an apparition clad in what appeared to be a full astronaut suit, looming motionless in the frame. Jim insisted that, aside from his wife and daughter, no one else had been present in the area that day. The press quickly dubbed the figure the Solway Firth spaceman, and the story spread rapidly across Britain. Kodak later examined the negatives and confirmed that the photograph was completely original, showing no evidence of tampering. Some experts suggested that the spaceman was in fact Jim's wife Annie,
That is a man. It is built like a man. It looks like a man. That is not his wife.
accidentally
it's
caught in
his
the
wife.
background, wearing a light-colored dress, the glare of the sun distorting her form into the likeness of a spacesuit. Jim, however, vehemently rejected this explanation, maintaining with absolute certainty that Annie had not been standing anywhere near that spot when he pressed the shutter. The story only grew stranger when, a few days later, two men in dark suits arrived at Jim's home, claiming to be government officials. They took him back to the marshes, offered no explanation, and then left without another word. Adding to the mystery, on the very same day the photograph was taken, a rocket launch in Australia was abruptly cancelled after engineers reported seeing strangers near the test site figures. They
So they showed up to make sure the rocket didn't launch or something? Or were they just curious about it? It's hard to say. Because those aren't human spacesuits. You can see his nose, like, I don't know.
said bore a striking resemblance to the image captured in Solway Firth. To skeptics, the photo remains nothing more than an illusion of light and perspective. But to those who believe in UFOs and the unexplained, it has become one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century, the Goddard Squadron photograph. In the year 1919, following the end of the First World War, the Goddard Squadron
There seems to be a lot of military photos with like dead soldiers. Like that one ship had disembodied heads floating in the ocean nearby. Just crazy.
of the Royal Air Force assembled to take a commemorative group photograph. It was a solemn occasion, for they had just laid to rest their mechanic, Freddie Jackson, who had died in a tragic aircraft accident only days earlier. When the photograph was developed, astonishment
Oh, wow.
rippled through the unit. Behind the head of one officer in the back row appeared a faint yet unmistakable face, clear in detail and instantly recognizable. The men were unanimous. It was Freddie Jackson, his familiar features and gentle smile preserved on film despite the fact that he had already passed away. To his comrades, the image seemed as if Freddie had refused to abandon them.
Okay, so skeptics are trying to say it's just his face again.
Like
Right.
a
Look
double
at the
image or
lips.
something?
Double image
Look
or
at the
something. Yeah.
lips. Look at the nose. It's not the same.
I mean, he's not wearing a hat. He's these
Yeah,
guys.
you definitely see his hairline.
Yeah. So there's that.
Still standing with his squadron in spirit, the photograph quickly circulated within the military and soon became one of the most famous ghost photographs of the 20th
Yeah, see, I don't know if they cleaned it up so you could see him more clearly, but that's obviously not the same person. Or these guys either.
century. Skeptics have long dismissed it as a double exposure or a technical flaw in the developing process. Yet for those who had known Freddie personally, the likeness was too perfect to deny, leaving them
Well, I think we overlap from time to time.
Yeah.
I mean, if time is going on all simultaneously, right? I just think there's moments now, whether it's another universe or another Earth or whatever.
Spiritual.
I've seen too much to tell me that there's just moments in time that can kind of overlap for a short time, and you can experience things like this. And I experienced the weirdest thing one time. I was this dude was walking down the street, man. He looked like he was from the 1930s, like totally mafioso looking guy with a derby, and in a really nice suit and everything, just walking down the street, and it was just strange, dude. He was so out of place. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just see? And I passed him, and I went back. I turned around. It freaked because I was like, I don't know, man. He just looked so out of fucking place. So I turned around to get in there and look at this dude, and I couldn't find him. It's a true story. Just driving down.
There have been stories of people that will be walking and they'll
Mm-hmm.
be in a place that's completely different, and then they keep walking and they're back to where they were. So
Yeah,
phasing, glitching
sure,
around. He
sure,
could have
sure.
been just like not even know why he's there either.
Well, I think it's just like maybe I just peered into a moment in
Mm.
time where I got to see that, almost
Mm-hmm.
like something on replay or something that's happening right now. But for whatever reason, there's a moment I believe where we can, it's just dumb luck, really, and you can peer, things overlap, and I believe you can see stuff like that from time to time. Me seeing a giant raccoon or seeing the giant, like where the fuck did this thing come from, and it was there and then it's just gone. No one can ever find it. And there's so much proof of stuff like that happening in history where they find these thunderbirds. They catch them. They have these giant fucking birds. They look like pterodactyls, man. And then where the fuck did they go? You're telling me there's only one of these things?
Yeah, someone had to birth
It's
it.
like, again, I believe that it overlaps, and then for a short period of time, stuff's here. It's like when people remember the Mothman thing. That thing was flying around and whatever, scaring the shit out of everybody. And then it seems like it comes back though every so
Yeah.
often, and maybe it has to do with an alignment, celestial alignment. Maybe that's what it is, and that's why it seems to be on a cycle. Where
Our
things come back.
reality's like moving around, being closer sometimes and then farther
Maybe.
away.
I don't know what causes it, but
Convinced that his presence had returned, if only for one final moment. The babushka lady.
oh yeah.
Okay, I noticed something odd about this photo that had nothing to do with her, and I'll show it to you when we get to that part.
On November 22nd, 1963, the United States was shaken to its core when President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas. Dozens of witnesses, photographers, and journalists at Dealey Plaza captured the brief, violent moment, creating an enormous archive for investigators to study. Yet hidden among the chaotic images, one mysterious figure has continued to defy explanation. She was a woman wearing a long coat and a traditional headscarf tied in the Eastern European babushka style. In photograph after photograph, she can be seen holding a movie camera, seemingly recording the very moment the president was struck down. Afterwards, she lingered calmly in the crowd before quietly vanishing from the scene. American authorities launched an effort to identify her, believing that her film might contain crucial evidence about the assassin and the direction of the shots. But despite investigations by both the FBI and the CIA, her identity was never uncovered. Over the years, a few individuals have stepped forward claiming to be the babushka lady, but none could provide convincing proof. Was she an innocent bystander?
Okay, so check out this NPC over here. Does he look normal to you? He has no hands. His sleeve, part of his sleeve is missing. Maybe he's a time cop that took her away.
No, they edited. I think a lot of the stuff was just edited.
Time
Edited
cop.
from video, right?
Yeah.
He's running.
Shit was
Probably
chopped
running.
up, man.
Dan,
Huh?
Dan, he's a
What?
time cop coming to arrest her for filming this, and that's why they never found her again.
Mm. Or that, or she just, walked
Who was
away.
riding the motorcycle? Nobody. This guy's suspicious. He's
Was everyone's
Is this
Sweetie.
picture taken after the
Yeah.
assassination?
right after.
Why was someone specifically taking pictures of her?
This is right after. This is when the car drove
Everything
away.
about it is weird.
Yeah.
A government agent, or someone directly connected to the plot itself? To this day, the image of the woman in the headscarf remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in the Kennedy files. The Naga fireballs.
This one is cool too. It's kind of like our Adirondack light. It appears annually,
I've heard about those.
and they can't figure out what they are.
This is Japanese lanterns.
Along the Mekong
Dan, they've investigated. They can't even figure out what substance these are.
Oh, come on. We know it's Japanese lanterns, right?
Yeah.
Chinese. Is it Japanese or Chinese? I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Chinese.
No, I have seen this. This is
Supposed-
pretty wild.
You're
Yeah,
supposed to be
but then I don't
normal
know.
mode.
I know.
You said there was other lights in the country that just appear sometimes. So why
Yeah.
can't Asians have some? Look like
No,
balloons.
only America, because we're the best. I'm just kidding. They can have their lights. All right.
River, on the border between Thailand and Laos, a strange and sacred spectacle unfolds every year toward the end of October. As night descends, glowing orbs the size of goose eggs suddenly erupt from the surface of the water. They rise silently into the air, glowing a brilliant pink or crimson, soaring to heights between 50 and 300 meters, hovering for 3 to 8 seconds before vanishing into the night. Thousands have witnessed the phenomenon, insisting that the lights produce no sound and leave no trace. In local folklore, they are said to be the fiery breath of the Naga, a mythical serpent, offered in reverence to the Buddha. For the people of Thailand and Laos, the fireballs are a divine omen, and the annual appearance has become a great spiritual festival, drawing pilgrims and tourists alike. Scientists, however, offer more earthly explanations. Some argue that the lights are the spontaneous ignition of methane gas rising from the river, while
Swamp
Why-
gas.
Why would it
How would
create
they appear in
perfectly,
balls? Yeah,
perfectly little puff balls
yeah. Gas
at the
doesn't
same time
Well,
every
do
year?
that.
Well, that's the yeah. What would you expect
Wouldn't
to be
think
a
so.
square or a triangle? Of course, it would be
Dan,
round. I
Dan,
mean, what's wrong with
Dan.
y'all?
Dan,
What's up?
don't
Conspiracy
be don't
theorists.
be a naysayer,
Hey,
okay?
hey, someone's got to keep you guys in line. You guys sound like whack jobs, man.
It's just mysterious photos, okay?
All right. Fair enough.
Let's see mysterious photos, and
All
I really
right.
like
Fireball.
the astronaut.
others suspect they may be man-made flares secretly launched from the banks. Yet,
From underwater.
despite years of study, no theory has fully accounted for the mystery. The ghost on the tulip staircase.
This one isn't special, just a ghost.
In the year 1996, Reverend Ralph Hardy, a Canadian tourist, visited the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, London. Inside the historic building, once owned by the British Crown, he was struck by the beauty of the tulip staircase, a sweeping spiral of ornate design. Hardy paused to take a photograph as a keepsake. When the film was developed, the result sent chills through all who saw it. A spectral figure clung to the banister, its gaunt arm reaching outward, its body translucent in the dim light. Experts at Kodak examined the negative and confirmed it had not been altered in any way.
So it doesn't seem to have a face, really, but you can see the hands and pants.
Mm-hmm.
This is a normal ghost, I think.
Sure.
Happens.
Normal.
The image soon gained worldwide attention, and
Well, it can't be a bad ghost in a church, Dan. They're not allowed.
In a Catholic church.
He didn't say Catholic Church. He said English. That's Church of England.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they allow ghosts or not.
has since become one of the most celebrated ghost photographs of the 20th century. Some speculated that the figure might be the lingering spirit of a royal servant, or perhaps a victim of the political upheavals of the 17th century. Countless visitors have since reported feeling sudden cold drafts or hearing unexplained footsteps echoing around the staircase. Today, the Tulip Staircase ghost remains one of the most compelling pieces of alleged supernatural evidence. For believers, it is proof that echoes of history linger within those old walls. For skeptics, it remains nothing more than a mystery without a solution. The Battle of Los Angeles.
Have you seen this one, Dan?
Yes.
In the early
I've
hours of
never seen
February
They
25th,
so a bunch of our
1940
military people thought they saw something. They shined it onto a cloud and they went berserk and shot a bunch of rounds up into the sky and they didn't hit nothing.
And they
But,
tried to pretend it didn't
it's-
happen.
well, there's something the light is shining on, but like here's the thing, like because all those lights are kind of all beaming on the one thing, it's hard to tell what it is.
They had to have been looking for something to shoot all of those. Somebody saw something they
Yeah.
was searching for.
And why would they just start shooting at it?
Well, they saw it because they thought the Japanese were attacking.
Oh, maybe they were.
42, barely more than 2 months after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the city of Los Angeles was jolted awake by the wail of air raid sirens. At around 2 o'clock in the morning, strange lights appeared in the night sky, convincing many that the city was under enemy attack. The U.S. military responded at once, unleashing more than 1,440 anti-aircraft shells at the unidentified targets. Searchlights crisscrossed the heavens, gunfire rattled through the night, and panic swept across the city. Yet when dawn broke, confusion reigned. No wreckage was found, no enemy aircraft had fallen, and no evidence of attackers could be produced. Newspapers quickly dubbed the incident the
Yeah. No, I remember that one. That's crazy. But like they had all these
Seems to
searchlights.
show-
I don't know what they were. That's something they could have been just on a cloud, man. I mean, we don't.
Yeah,
really
but they
know.
obviously thought something was there. or else
Well, they
would
did,
be
but I
shooting.
think that was a bunch of trigger happy, privates. Just,
Ooh. Don't poo-poo my alien
I'm
parade.
just saying, you know, the military, dude, they give them a reason to fire off a 50 cal. I'm just saying.
Especially after Pearl Harbor, they're just
Oh,
taking
yeah.
Oh
their
yeah.
anger out.
Oh man.
Yeah, they
Those
were.
poor geese, man, they got fucked up that night.
Geese aren't out at night. They're okay.
Sure they do, aren't they? Okay.
Mm-mm. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
Battle of Los Angeles. Military officials
Battle of
floated
Los-
explanations, ranging from weather balloons and radar errors to the heightened nerves of a nation at war. None of these theories satisfied the public. For UFO enthusiasts, the incident became a landmark case. In some photographs, beams of searchlights appear to converge on a large, disc-shaped object hanging in the sky. Skeptics dismiss it as an illusion of smoke and light, but to
Yeah, Dan.
I mean, it looks like a
Believers,
disc
it-
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
flap on-
Sure.
It's a big mothership.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh boy, you too, Eric. Ed too,
Yeah.
Eric. Ed too.
And what are they firing
Ed
at
too.
it?
Man,
I don't
they
think
said
this-
there was so much flak in the air and shit, dude. They probably just you probably look like something
man.
after they blew up like 5,000 rounds. Yeah, well, no shit.
I mean, aliens are probably saying, "Oh, these idiots shooting those pea shooters at us."
Maybe it was
Please.
distraction. They're like, we'll send a weird disc here, and then we'll go alien somewhere else.
The strange lights that they spotted were the explosions from the rounds that were going off. You know, it's like, oh, you know, I just think it was just. I could just imagine, dude. Everyone's just like,
That must have freaked people out.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, this is
Yeah.
back in the time of what about the War of the Worlds, man? When everybody thought we were being in.
Well, anyone being woken up to gunfire and weird lights would be like, what the heck is going
yeah.
on?
remains one of the most public and undeniable encounters with the unexplained. Even today, the Battle of Los Angeles endures as one of America's great wartime mysteries, a story woven from fear, chaos, and unanswered questions. The mysterious lights. This
Oh,
photograph was
Phoenix
taken in
lights,
March.
Yeah, everyone's seen the Phoenix lights. Have you seen them, Eric?
Yeah, I've seen the
That was
videos
about
of
the
them.
time we were working together, Bubba. That
Yeah.
event. Yeah.
Okay, let's skip
Yeah.
that one then. This is weird. So what do you guys think about this ancient cell phone?
The 800-year-old Nokia phone. At
Crazy.
the end of 2015,
Wild,
archaeologists
man.
in Austria announced the discovery of a most peculiar artifact, a clay tablet bearing a striking resemblance to an early Nokia cell phone. Even more astonishing was the claim that this artifact dated back 800 years.
Wow.
According
So if it would have
Dude.
been a phone, it had to
Well-
have be made of something that would turn it to stone, not like our phones that are plastic.
I mean, what's crazy about it is like they have whatever made it, right? Obviously, it looks like a cell phone. I'm not saying it was, but and I don't know if it turned to stone, but just say they just it was like a kid's toy or something, from that.
Right.
Why would they have that of all things? And then look at the numbers. I mean, it literally looks like,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, look
That's
how
all the right buttons.
yeah.
It's like it's like somebody
weird.
saw a real cell phone and then they
Right.
decided to make a
well,
carve it into a.
To remember it, yeah.
It's so crazy to think, like, first off, that they would even make something like this, but two, it's like, dude, like, and we know that they had. I mean, my only question about the ancient past is not that they didn't have some sort of technology, but what type of technology was it, and how close was it to what we have today? That's my question.
So
So
what was going on about 8,000 years ago? Would someone want to travel to look at dinosaurs or something? And they
man,
dropped their phone like an idiot.
8,000 years ago? No, it wouldn't be
I
looking at
don't know.
dinosaurs.
well, no, but here's the
But-
thing. I don't know, man. That's weird because they find all this stuff. Did you see the one where they found in a mummy, on a fucking mummy that they unburied? It had a damn like a damn watch.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that one? Fucking
No,
thing
I
had a
didn't see that.
wristwatch. Oh my god! And then there's the Antikythera machine, or whatever they call it, where they found that computer, that box, and they
He probably had one of them
X-rated.
sundials. He probably was just wearing a sundial watch.
No, man, no, dude. This shit, it said Swiss movement on it or something. Like it was.
What?
Yeah, bro. This shit was accurate as hell. You got to see that, dude. The mummy with the watch. They'll blow you away.
Look it up, Dan, while we're watching this. Since
All
we
right,
can't
let me
find it.
Oh,
You find the mummy.
Yeah,
So,
and they found one up maybe like Greenland, somewhere in the ice.
This is pretty wild here.
They
though.
found a wristwatch, but it was really tiny, like for a smaller species of people. Like it was like a watch that would fit around my pinky, like really, really tiny.
I think I'm joking halfway, but I do think it said something like he might even said Swiss on it. I swear to God, it was like something crazy, bro. This shit was wild.
Well,
According to
this is probably-
reports,
this-
the
this is
phone
probably- This is probably all for, like from time travelers, man. They go back in time, and the people
I
back
guess
then they
so.
see, hey, look at this cool
Yeah, let's make him our
cell phone this guy's got,
emperor,
or this
so-
cool watch this guy was wearing.
It was a
And
small little watch.
Mm.
Okay, I'm watching a video, but it's not the right one. I gotta find the real deal.
Okay, so the next one is the project. What did I call it? Project Pegasus. Is that correct, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the
originated in the 13th century. Its keypad etched with cuneiform script,
I got
the
it, I
wedge-shaped
got it.
characters once used by
Okay. Do you want to finish this first, or do you want to show him the watch?
I'll show them the watch real quick.
Okay.
You share screen. Yeah, it says mummy with a Swiss. It did say Swiss timepiece. Oh wait. Let me go over here to Facebook. So right here,
Look at it. Look how tiny.
it's a little tiny watch. See, it's even got the hands. And I guess let me see. There's another
Swiss
picture.
watch.
No.
Right.
Found in human skin.
Ew. World's oldest woven garment. I don't know what this stuff is. I don't know. I'm just glad. I thought there were more pictures of this thing, but anyway, there it is. It's like this little tiny watch.
In China.
Yeah, but I guess it goes on your finger. So not only that.
No, I don't think so. I think it was made for a smaller species.
Oh, well,
And
maybe.
he-
Yeah, that could have been a smaller human. Yeah, sure.
Because
Possible.
time travelers could look like anybody.
Let me see if I can find another picture of it. Let me see here.
And if there were giants, there might have been small people too.
Here's another one. I don't know if this shows us anything better. Let's see here. Yeah, they show it. Can you guys see it blown up?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see little hands. Dude, it's crazy. It's real thin. It looks like a little timepiece.
What if it was a gift from like a visiting race and they're like, oh, the king, we should give him something special. And they made him
Sure.
a little watch.
Maybe they did, you know. Little watches for little people. Busy. Yeah, it's a sweet concept. I like it. All right. Stop sharing and go back to Fizz.
All
you go.
right.
All right, here we go. Dude, that's
the ancient
great.
Sumerians, one of humanity's earliest writing systems. Of course, mobile phones could not have existed 8 centuries ago.
Says you.
Dude, it
See,
even has like
one-
their cuneiform like numbers and stuff on it. I wonder
Yeah.
what those are. I wonder if anybody's deciphered that.
Look
like
at
what
this.
is.
It's like the menu button, answer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Man, I
there's-
had
like-
one of those Nokia phones, man. It was designed almost exactly like that. That's crazy.
For this reason, many quickly declared the find to be evidence of time travel. Skeptics, however,
There you
dismissed the
go.
idea as a hoax. They noted that Sumerian writing was native to Mesopotamia, making its sudden appearance in Austria implausible.
No, the whole continents were connected at one time. Oh, a cat's watch. Little man. Little man will put a watch on his tail.
Maybe. Sure. I mean, that'd fit right on a cat tail. I'm sure they'd love that.
He would hate it.
Oh my God. Your cat back.
No, they
Oh,
both-
did I tell you that puppy, I'm training him to swim in the pool?
Oh, how cute.
So I got him a little vest, and it's got a little shark fin on it. And I put him in. Yeah, and he's like, at first, man, he was like, no. And then now, dude, he's starting to really like the water. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they get the hang of it and it's nice and cool for him.
Yeah,
And
he's
There you go.
loving it. He's now he's swimming. He's learning how to turn in the water and everything.
oh,
Yeah, he's so
You can
cute.
have a
I love
good
that little
fun.
vest is the best, man. That's cool.
Got a shark fin on it. Huh?
Yeah, it's got a shark fin. Yeah. Oh, and it's got a little thing in the back. You can just pick him up. So once you put the vest on him,
handle?
you can just walk him around. Yeah, and walk him into the pool and drop him.
Huh.
It's nice.
We'll put him in gently, and so he can get the hang of it, and then
Of
he'll
course.
be with you
Trying to be sweet. I don't want to scare
every
him.
day.
Yeah. Yep.
Moreover, the precise location of the supposed excavation was never revealed, leaving the mystery unresolved. The enigmatic photograph of Andrew D.
Very good.
Basiago. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than a historical photograph, but controversy
He got sneakers
I
on.
mean, look at
and
that
a
hair,
bowl
dude.
cut.
A bowl cut. No kids with bowl cuts back
Everyone
then.
is wearing a hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
swirls
He looks
around
out
the
of place.
identity of one figure, Andrew D. Basiago, who claims to have been part of a top-secret U.S. government program known as Project Pegasus during the 1970s. Basiago has testified that in the year 1972, as a 10-year-old child, he was involved in an experiment with so-called quantum displacement. He insists that the experiment transported him back to Gettysburg in 1863, the very day when Abraham Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address during the American Civil War. At the time, young Andrew did not
It's weird because they don't seem to notice him. Like, is he there, like, spiritually or physically? Like,
Huh.
we don't know. Because I'm pretty sure their physical
He had to
body.
been there physically because, I mean, they took that picture. And,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if the physical body stayed in place and they just like transformed their consciousness to somewhere and it showed up as an. I don't know how they did it. You'd have to ask Dan about Pegasus.
the project details. Yeah.
Because, like if you were sending kids to Mars and it was really their bodies, they wouldn't die.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just like visually able to see what's going on there, but they can't see him. But the camera picked it up because those cameras picked everything up.
I got
realize he had traveled into the past. But upon returning to the present, he was shocked to discover that a boy resembling him appeared in a period photograph from that day. According to his description, he was the child standing in the center, glancing off to his right. The authenticity of the image remains fiercely debated, with some dismissing it outright, while others regard it as compelling evidence of an extraordinary possibility. The bear ghost photograph.
This is messed up. I have seen ghost dogs, ghost cats. I've never seen a ghost bear.
Me either.
In this unsettling picture, a woman sits on her hospital bed, seemingly unaware of the presence looming directly behind her. There, on the mattress, appears the grinning face of a spectral bear ghost, its eerie smile frozen, as though mocking the scene. For many, the image has become a chilling reminder of how
It doesn't quite look like a bear in the face. Like maybe it's some kind of other supernatural creature. He's just hanging out. Like look how relaxed his legs are, and he's just
Yeah.
sitting next to her. Maybe he's trying to comfort her because he's smiling. We don't know.
Huh.
People like teddy bears, so he's like, I'll show up and
That's crazy. Wow.
the unknown can intrude upon the ordinary. The demon dog on the
Oh,
fence.
I hate this one.
Oh no.
Check out this dog's body. It is so human.
Another disturbing image shows a dog climbing a fence, though many who have seen it believe it is no ordinary animal. Its grotesque shape and menacing expression call to mind tales of a demon dog, a prowling beast said to haunt the night, lurking
See, it's got like human ribs and stuff, and like the arms and legs are kind of human. I mean, dogs do silly things all the time, but I don't know. It's strange how he's acting. Like, dog would just jump over it, not climb like a weird.
Right.
around homes and ready to sink its teeth into anyone it chooses. For countless viewers, the photograph has proven difficult to forget, sparking fear and sleepless nights. Time travel in a Charlie Chaplin film.
This one, I don't really know. It's kind of hard to make out. I mean, it looks like she's on a cell phone, but it could be anything, honestly.
In 1928, during the premiere of a Charlie Chaplin film, a strange figure appeared on screen. Along the edge of the frame,
So you can see kind of right there, it could be like an early iPhone. Because like I remember my iPhone 6 was about that size, and there might be an Apple right there. But who knows?
a woman can be seen holding an object to her
But her fingers don't look right. Like she's not actually holding it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, something doesn't look
If she was holding it,
right.
she'd be holding it like this.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, so I don't know.
her ear, seemingly engaged in conversation. To modern viewers, her gestures are unmistakable. She appears to be speaking on a mobile phone. The mystery lies in the fact that, in the 1920s, mobile phones had not yet been invented. Was it merely a coincidence, a prop mistaken for something else, or a true glimpse of time travel caught on film? The debate continues to this day. Falcon Lake, 1967.
This I had never seen before, and I absolutely hate it. So this guy claims to have touched a UFO and got hit by some kind of energy blast, and it left these weird burn marks on his skin. It burned his clothes. It burned off some of his fingertips. Like, it's so weird and gross.
This photograph shows Stefan Michalak after his infamous encounter with a UFO. In the spring of 1967, while prospecting for precious stones, Michalak suddenly spotted two glowing objects hovering in the sky above him. One quickly vanished, while the other descended to the ground, settling close enough for him to reach out and touch its blistering hot metallic surface.
Why would
According
you?
to his testimony, a hatch on the craft briefly opened, revealing a dazzling interior light, accompanied by an overwhelming stench of sulfur. As Michalak drew closer, the object abruptly lifted off, expelling a blast of scorching air from what he described as a vent-like exhaust. The searing heat struck him squarely in the chest, setting his clothing ablaze and burning his skin with a strange grid-like pattern. That pattern, clearly imprinted on his torso, was later photographed and became one of the most well-known pieces of physical evidence in UFO history. In the aftermath, Michalak felt
So these dot things go up to here and end there. But honestly, dude, you see like an alien spacecraft, you can feel the heat of it, and you're just like, I think I'll touch it and see what happens.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the way guys are.
But look
We'll-
at
we'll
those
touch
are
it.
like little circles.
Maybe it was just warm, like at first, and it was really hot when he touched it. you know?
It looks like an exhaust pipe of some kind.
That's
Maybe
weird.
the ship, yeah. And it gets weirder.
gravely ill, displaying symptoms
Yeah,
eerily
probably
similar to
radiation.
radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Teams of doctors and specialists examined him, yet none could pinpoint a definitive cause. The Canadian government launched its own inquiry, but
The cause is right there.
Oh, not the Canadians. You know,
Yeah.
it's cover up central, baby.
in its final report, conceded only that the incident defied explanation. The White Lady photograph. In the summer of 1970,
Yeah, this one's kind of boring. It's just a ghost. Let's see. Oh, this one's spooky. It's another ghost, but it's a baby ghost.
may glimpse the White Lady, the photograph of Mary Elizabeth, at her daughter's grave. In the year 1945, in Australia, a grieving mother named Mary Elizabeth visited the cemetery to pay respects at the grave of her 17-year-old daughter, Joyce. She brought along a camera, hoping to capture a few photographs as keepsakes. Mary took several shots from different angles around the site, but when the film was developed, she was stunned by an inexplicable detail. In one of the images, seated right beside Joyce's grave, was the figure of a small child. The child sat upright, gazing directly into the
Look at how its leg is like underneath, and it just doesn't really make sense how it is there.
lens with wide, luminous eyes, as though aware that it was being photographed. Mary insisted that, at the moment she pressed the shutter, the cemetery had been completely empty, and there had been no children present. Moreover, she did not recognize the child in the photograph at all. The story spread quickly, with many suggesting that the figure might be the spirit of another child once buried in the same cemetery. Others interpreted the apparition as something more comforting, the soul of a young companion, appearing to keep Joyce company in the afterlife. The Mabel Chinnery Carr photograph.
Hate this one. Hate this one.
Another famous image was taken in the year 1959 by a woman named Mabel Chinnery. On that day, her husband was driving to visit the grave of Mabel's mother. Before they departed, Mabel stepped out of the car and took a photograph of her husband seated in the front. When the film was later developed, she was shocked to discover the outline of another figure inside the vehicle. Clearly visible in the back seat was a shadowy form, its piercing eyes shining as
Why are his eyes glowing?
Looks like he's got glasses on. It's like a reflection of glasses. So you look at mine.
Glasses.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just a light reflecting off some like
But
his
you can
glasses.
see so clearly that he's wearing a collared shirt and a suit jacket.
Yeah.
Like he's just supposed to be there.
Though caught by the camera's flash, the mysterious passenger appeared to be sitting silently just behind her husband, an unsettling presence in what should have been an empty car. The ghost of Bachelor's Grove.
Yeah.
In the year 1991,
I think that's the last one. Yeah. Some of them were pretty cool. I kind of like the ones that are more like, like, why is there a spaceman behind her? Or like, what are these glowing lights? I mean, the hanging upside down man was creepy. But I think a ghost just sitting on a bench doesn't really do it.
Yeah. Some pretty cool stuff.
All right. So Joe says he remembers smelling some sort of sulfur from what he described as UFO above his house. And I
What did it
said,
look
"Well,
like?"
wait a minute. You filmed this thing. Do you have the film, bro?" And he says, "Yeah." He said, "Go to YouTube or Google whatever and type in UFO Long Beach, 2017. Was it October 21st, Joe?
Yeah, check it out. I want to see.
I think I found it. There's a.
Please tell me you didn't touch it and get like radioactive.
I'm just waiting to see what he says. I think I found it though. Hold on.
The channel is called The Black Vault, he says.
I'm at on Reddit. I think this is it.
So the
Certainly
channel's
can-
called the Black Vault channel.
I just don't. I can't imagine there would be 2 UFO sightings in Long Beach on the same day, unless it's somebody else. All right. So this is what I found. All right. Maybe this is it. Really? I don't know about all that, Joe. You guys hear it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this is weird.
Oh, it's spitting out babies.
No. Listen. Listen for a second. Dan,
What?
can you pause it for a second?
Yeah.
So I looked up the video,
Mm-hmm.
and YouTube says I've already watched it.
Oh.
The Black Vault.
Mm.
Why? Unless he mentioned it before.
So is this the same video? I think it's the same video. I don't know.
It's how long is that one? 11 minutes.
Yeah.
This one's only 8, so yeah, it's probably got a little more.
Well, there might be somebody doing a little documentary or something. I don't know. All right. Oh yeah.
Fuck is that thing?
Oh hell.
It's like dropping little baby aliens.
Yeah, little babies.
Holy shit.
Come get your babies. Gross. Nothing worth it. UFO babies. Oh
He's
my
just
god.
spitting out
Off
babies.
the raw footage just so you could see what the capture looked like through the lens.
Is that Joe?
The camera
Is that you,
was
dude?
Enough capture that I felt it should be released.
What the fuck, bro?
And I look forward to your interpretation.
That's you, man? You high bastard. No, I'm just kidding, man.
Dan, this was filmed in Long Beach. Everyone is high.
Yeah, that's true.
Of the video yourself.
It looks like him.
Right, let's see. He says that's not him. There's
Oh.
someone else that filmed it. So it looks like a giant egg hatched, and there's dropping babies everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange lights in the sky.
I don't trust how quiet the kittens are being, honestly.
Holy shit.
Big space egg.
Mm-hmm.
That's steady, you fucker.
I wonder what he's filming this with.
Well, back in the day, whatever you know, probably a Sony Handycam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of them
something like
old
that.
camcorders or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What year did he say it was? 2017, so probably an early iPhone.
Oh,
Or God forbid, an Android.
Shh, bite your tongue.
Droid.
Yeah,
Remember when they used to say that? Droid.
great. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He says you couldn't see it with the naked eye. This guy had a special camera.
yeah.
Mm.
Exceptional footage.
But he felt and smelled it, I guess.
That's weird. The fact that you could smell it from, you know,
Oh, yeah.
like a mile out or something.
Man, you know, it almost looks like that
Yeah.
footage that was released from the military here,
Yep.
you
Yep.
know, recently. The way it's moving, and you can see like the glow around
So to
it,
me,
and it's
Yeah.
changing shape.
Gonna release more.
you know, to me, it lends it to be very, not something more physical, but more like extra dimensional. You know, a lot of times people see these things and they're really glowing and morphing. A lot of people claim that these things are trying to force their way into our reality.
Yeah, that's why
You know.
sometimes they're solid and sometimes they're
It's
not.
very bright out right now.
He says you couldn't see this with the naked eye. We filmed in infrared.
Yeah, he's having to zoom in quite
The Tic Tac.
a lot.
That's wild. What the hell is it? What the hell is it dropping out though, man? It's
Yeah.
Babies. Dropping babies.
yeah.
It's crazy looking.
Yeah. It's wild, man. Well, let's see here.
It just spits out babies for 11 minutes.
There's a lot of baby spitting.
Look at them all go down.
Yeah.
The trail, little.
I mean, we've seen these before, man. I mean, that's some good footage, dude. That's really really
Yeah.
amazing capture. If that was you, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what's
that's
up?
pretty wild.
What's
I
up?
want an egg that shoots space babies.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know what? There's a bunch of weird shit in the sky, man. I got some
Yeah,
videos
but
to
I
show
can't
you.
just grab it.
Well, I know, but you know, the last time I saw something really wild was about 2000. It was before 2020, so about maybe 2019. I remember I was out working on the car. No, wait, it was after that. I take that back. It was about 2022, and I was out working on the car, man. And dude, in the sky, it was a clear blue sky, and I look over, and I didn't have my camera with me because you know I had tools, and I just noticed these weird like contrails, man. But I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck? They're circular. But then I started staring a little bit closer, and I said, what the fuck? So I grabbed my phone, and I zoomed in with my phone, and I couldn't get a really good picture, and I didn't even try really, but I was just trying to look at it. And dude, you could see this thing like it was a jet, okay? And it was fighting something like this. But this thing was like it was flashing, and it was pulsing, and they were trying to dogfight. And this jet was doing everything it could to try to like outmaneuver this thing. And this thing was, man, and all I could tell you is it looked like bright lights. It looked like fucking bright lights, just like a cluster of them.
I'm spitting
And-
babies out.
And I don't know if I saw baby spitting, but I'm just telling you, it was wild. And I was like, man, what the fuck? And I just was like, man, I wish I somehow could have captured that. And I was thinking with my camera, I don't even know if I could have, you know? But because I mean, I don't know, with the settings and stuff, I was thinking, I don't know if I'd have time. But yeah, it was pretty wild, man. So, all right. Well, that's
When was
cool.
this?
Dude, like 2022, I was outside working on the car. Yeah. And it was just, clear sky. I remember it was like middle of the day. Look over and I saw this weird contrail. And at first I thought there wasn't anything in it. But as I kept looking, I could tell that every once in a while, when the plane was metallic, I couldn't tell what type of aircraft it was. It was a fighter jet. But I could see that part, but I couldn't see I couldn't tell you if it was F-16 or what. But it was banking and man, it was trying its hardest to outmaneuver this thing. It was fighting. But what it was fighting, I noticed, wasn't another plane. It was something else. It was something orb-like. And the orb thing was just doing all kinds of maneuvers, and the plane was trying to counter it. And I don't know if they're trying to kill each other or what, but I don't know if they're playing around or if there was something. I couldn't tell you. And then all of a sudden, the plane went one way and that thing went another way. What the fuck was that all about? I'm like, holy shit, man, we just had a little encounter. So, very cool. All right, so now we got you here.
Can you
We'll
take
play,
the camera off so we can see?
No. Let's see here. Over here.
Oh, wrong.
No.
And I haven't even
You're so demanding, Fizzy.
No,
Okay,
I said can.
okay,
There we
hold on.
go.
All right, there. God.
I'm very suspicious at the moment because both cats are behaving themselves.
All right, this was
I don't even know where little man is.
I'm gonna play this because this was 6 months ago. I didn't know about this. I knew they were working on stuff, man, to design some like flying cars. So apparently there's one called the Jetson 1, which I've seen, and I knew they were working on stuff. But anyway, they got a little thing going on here where they're racing these things. It's looking pretty
Racing?
serious. Yeah, they're racing these flying cars.
Ooh.
And I'm like, wow, that's cool, man. So let's watch this. Check this thing out, man. Do that.
Oh my
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dude. My man's just chilling in some khakis. He's not even wearing any gear, man. It must be really comfortable to fly in.
I'm just a little worried
Yeah,
about
it looked like
is-
Look at that shit, bro. Can you imagine getting one of those and going to work in that?
Yeah, but Dan, people
Awesome.
can't drive regular cars. How are they going to drive flying cars?
Well, you'd have to be trained, I mean, for
That
sure.
looks so cool, though.
It does look cool, though.
I wish you could.
that's
Can you
cool.
put someone in the back seat or just?
Well, they'll probably have bigger models,
Yeah.
Carry the whole family, 4-seaters and stuff. Dude, but look at that. Look at that. Dude,
They're
you
like
kidding me?
little
It's
silly
like flying
helicopter drones.
personal drones.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I want one.
that is cool.
Man, let me look up something while we're watching this. I'm going to see what a Jetson 1 runs right now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking up the price too.
Can I buy Jetson 1? Yes, you can buy the Jetson 1. However, because of the immense demand, production slots are sold out through 2027.
Current
Dude.
retail $148,000.
Bro,
Wow.
look, we should pitch in on that, Eric.
An $8,000
Give us a
non-refundable
flying car.
deposit is required up front.
I'm game. That's not that bad for a flying car. Hell, dude, that's.
Orders
I'd
are
rather,
currently
I'd rather have that than a
backordered-
Ferrari.
backordered until 2028. You are not required a license.
That was going to be my question. I wonder if you have to have some kind of a.
It says
Well-
flight time roughly
Sure, you gotta have
20
some kind of-
minutes. So that's.
There's
gonna
got to
a
be some
problem.
kind of regulations for these things.
You think, but they'll probably come up with some later. Right
They're gonna
now,
have
it's
to.
too
They're
new.
gonna have to have the battery or fuel or whatever last longer. 'Cause 20 minutes isn't a lot of time.
20 minutes? Yeah. No. But it would be
They-
cool to fly to Walmart and just land that thing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would get stolen somehow.
They get stolen. They get.
Oh,
That's
they look so
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, that thing is pretty wild. I like it.
I think we're on the cusp, people. That's awesome. All right, very cool. So there's that. I just thought, that'd be a cool share. Let's see. I want to get into something else. Let me shut this down.
Everyone is a pilot, it says.
Mm-hmm.
Jetson.
Jetson.
More. All right. So next up, I'm gonna get into something. As you know, I am a fan of some WNBA, man. Ever since that girl joined, her name is Caitlin Clark.
You got a crush on that girl.
Not really a crush per se, but I just thought I like sports in general, and I love when I see a standout athlete in any sport. It could be volleyball, it could be anything, soccer, whatever, right? Well, she's the first woman player I could actually say that I really do enjoy to watch, because she's just so good. She's such a good passer. She's great at she's like Steph Curry.
It's
shoots.
hard for women because we're naturally shorter.
Yeah.
So
right.
to be a basketball player, you got to be pretty tall.
Well, you don't, but
Good.
well, I mean, she's all
Some girls are tall.
Yeah, they're tall. I mean, there's just not too many 7-footers running around.
Yeah,
but
there isn't a lot there over 6 feet.
and if they are 7 foot, I mean, sort of
Unless
questioning,
they're like European.
we're questioning whether or not they're actually women. A couple of those in the league, but whatever. That's beside the point. The deal is, though, man, ever since you joined the league, okay, the issue is this league has been subsidized since its beginning. For 30 years, it's lost money, okay? And these women that are in this league, man, they have their own little niches, and like it just gives them something to do, and they like it like that. They like the fact they don't really have to, they don't really have to succeed, because they know that someone is footing the bill. They don't have to work out the next off season, train hard, because they need to, show results. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is.
Get paid regardless.
They're getting paid regardless, and the men's league has been subsidizing them, man. They haven't made any money, and the only reason they keep it around is because they're just dead set on not letting it fail, and they want to have a women's basketball league. So there you go. Anyway, here comes Caitlin Clark. Now all of a sudden, there's all this fanfare for her. What?
Chat's saying she's a man, Dan.
No. She comes in and she starts doing really well, and a lot of people are really
I thought you only liked
watching her,
blondes.
and they're watching her play, and they're, it's exciting because she's actually really good. The problem with it is that this league is made up of a bunch of, let's just say they're made up of a bunch of non-white lesbians. Okay? The league is woke. The league is woke. And they don't like the fact that there is a white girl coming in here and playing better than everyone else. And they don't like all the attention she's getting. And so since she's been in the league, she's literally been fouled harder than anybody in the league. For the first year she got in, she did more flagrant fouls against her than anybody in the league. She had her eyes poked out in a playoff game.
I didn't hear about that one.
Oh no, she's been literally beaten to death almost every night. She only gets the same foul calls as everybody else. It's just not fair. Oh my God. Well, this happened the other night. I mean, it just got ridiculous. And here, we'll watch a couple clips right here. This is the foul that everyone's talking about.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Does that mean you like brunettes better than blondes? No.
I mean, hey, I like all women. Busy? Yeah. So, there. Dude. The chick she just like.
On her neck?
Yeah.
Is that what
Well, at first she kneed her in the groin.
Now they're just
She
kicking
came
her
in.
around.
She had the ball. Well, the ball was over here. This chick just jumped on top of her for no reason, and like assaulted her.
And grabbed her neck.
Boom, and then like punched
And
her.
her arm. And
You should see the size of this chick, man. Look at this. She's a
That's a Amazon.
look at
woman.
that arm. Look at her arms. Look at those arms, dude.
Yeah, look at
Like,
my arms, Dan.
I mean, give me a break. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you got girl arms, dude. And then I'm starting to wonder, like, are these Team Scissor girls? Are they taking testosterone?
Because like
they're-
LeBron.
Yeah, no, dude. She looks like she looks like Jamie Foxx. She looks like Jamie Foxx, bro. And anyway, she just assaulted this girl, man. And earlier,
Yeah, see, she's punching her arm, and then she puts her hand on the neck.
well, she just pounces her, and there's no reason because she's not going for the ball. The ball's gone. So anyway, it looked pretty obvious that she's just trying to send a message to Caitlin Clark.
Did
okay?
they
Another
call
one?
any
Wait.
penalty?
Oh, so
or
the
what?
world's going. No, there was no penalty call. There wasn't even a penalty call. And dude, like there is, dude. I mean, she left the game. I don't know. Some say it was a back injury, and other people say she literally just felt unsafe,
Yeah.
like because she was being attacked the entire game, and so she's like, "Fuck this! I'm not, I'm not gonna put myself out there." Anyway,
You can't put your hands on someone's neck like.
So at first nothing happened, and there were so many people that came out and said, "What the fuck, NBA or WNBA?" So like we're talking about all these big name, sports announcers,
At least people stuck up for her.
social media influencers. Everybody's weighing in on it. Like this is enough. We're watching this girl. This girl is your meal ticket. This girl, okay, before Caitlin Clark got there, these girls had to fly jets with the regular populace. They literally had to get on a plane with normal people and fly. They didn't have private jets. She got them private jets. And then they got a collective bargaining agreement after she joined. Like they were only making like $80,000 a year, minimum. Now the minimum pay is $360,000 or something like that. So they up that. I mean, like, and now they got girls that are making, like close to $1 million or over $1 million. Anyway, she brought in a lot of fanfare and a lot of money, and they're fucking destroying it. They are just ruining their own league. And the people that are there to watch basketball are watching what we're getting. People come to watch Caitlin Clark. We're watching her get her ass kicked every night, and people are over it. And so now that's what's going on. So here's another video clip of some more stuff that happened. Here it goes.
Right, Mexican Roadshow supporters. Well, there was a seismic event last night during the Indiana Fever and Phoenix Mercury game in which thug Alyssa Thomas basically assaulted Caitlin Clark on the court. Put a forearm right here and a fist directly into Caitlin Clark's throat. She also kneed her in the nether regions, all right? Kneed her down in the groin area during that game. Well, we have since found out the WNBA gave a very limp dick 1-game suspension. That should have been at least a 10-game suspension. And the WNBA is getting destroyed by, frankly, everybody. It is carrying over into national sports news. And now it's carrying over into you've got actual celebrities weighing in on this. And it's taken a life of its own. Let's start here. The WNBA yesterday put out this.
This is unbelievable.
It's this.
Okay. Again, this is a girl, generational talent. Okay, I'm sorry. She's amazing. I mean, she just is. If you watch her play, you're like, holy shit. Okay. So they put out a poster, 30 years of the WNBA, right? She's the newest thing, and she's, probably right now the best player in their league. Okay, I think if she's not leading in points, she's very close, points per game. And this is by the way, after being literally being roughed up almost every night, she's still leading in points or close to it. So they put out a poster, right? And it's like, this poster doesn't even include her. It includes some of her teammates, which is fine, but you wouldn't include the the one girl who is literally changing the game for the future. You're not going to include her because
Yeah.
you guys hate her so much. It's just so obvious, man, the jealousy and the hatred for this girl. And she's a nice person. She doesn't go around saying shit about people or whatever. She's just a competitor. And that's what's sad. You know, if she was maybe a little bit cocky or something like that, people, you can almost make a case for why you hate her. But there are people that are sitting there that hate this girl because she's white in a black league. And it's just bullshit. It's bullshit. And everyone who's a sports fan or whatever sees it and they're calling it for what it is, man. And it just needs to end. And this just needs to stop. This league needs to be, the commissioners, the
to be
refs, people need to
stricter.
be, you get rid of the woke shit because they got a bunch of refs who are lesbians who, honestly, looks like to me they only call it for them. Like there's this gay mafia thing going on over there in the WNBA, and it's really sickening to watch. And so, anyway, people are tired of it, and so this was the icing on the cake too with this poster. So here it goes.
Poster, 30-year poster, and Caitlin Clark's not in the poster, but Angel Reese and Paige Beckers are. It's absolutely absurd. They got absolutely destroyed out of this, by the way. Y'all are truly trolling your own players. It's nuts. Super smart move to not include the most popular player in women's basketball. It's really the most popular player in sports, in women's sports, is Caitlin Clark.
Yep.
When you hired your marketing team, did you ask for the dumbest candidates? Where is the face Caitlin Clark? This will be in a dollar store bin wrapping paper come November. Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. So last night, this was what happened.
To the ground.
This was the play everybody's talking about. There's the fist form. And there was also
hand to the neck and then
I don't think this clip's going to show it. It doesn't show the knee to the groin area, right? And my buddy John Root, who works over at Outkick, Caitlin Clark got punched in the throat and stepped on by Alyssa Thomas. No foul, of course. They literally didn't call a foul on this at the time. It's a huge embarrassment for the league. Tim Pool is weighing in on this today.
I think it's racism. I think the general assessment is largely correct. That, look, basketball is a largely black sport. That's a reality. That it's a tall black person sport, and I'm not saying it's only for them or to be church. I'm saying that's just the dominant player base. So here comes Caitlin Clark, a white woman who becomes basically the star of the WNBA, and I think these women are pissed.
Straight white woman.
Obviously, not all of them. There's a lot of good people. They're trying the hardest. They ain't causing no fights. But I think you get a lot of these women. They are pissed off. You got a white woman coming in here, stealing all the thunder. And how much do you want to bet behind the scenes? They're liberal, they're feminist, and they're saying white patriarchy, all of that stupid nonsense.
Patriarchy.
So the question then becomes, why will they not stop it? Is that what was that we're supposed to watch? I think there's another reality to this as well. And it's that these companies, these broadcasters are like, we get a lot of attention when they beat the crap out of Caitlin Clark. Not only does Caitlin Clark generate buzz for the WNBA, but also here I am talking about the cultural issue. They got millions of views on this video of her getting punched in the throat. You think they're going to let that up?
Yeah, my buddy Ben Daniel was like, the only time the national media ever talks about the WNBA is when something egregious happens to Caitlin Clark. It's wild. James Woods, the great James
Look at that
Woods.
arm, man.
Eventually
I
they will
can't get over
kill
that arm.
or cripple her.
I mean, dude.
Then their
Yeah,
ratings
was
will
it
go
born
back to zero.
or Dan?
Rob Schneider.
What?
Look at my arms.
Racism and jealousy.
I know. Look at those little
they're
string
getting
beans.
Vince Langman.
That's
Wow,
my
this
arm.
black
She got-
racist lesbian is the only one getting
Well-
only getting a 1-game suspension for throat punching.
You got the one girl next to her, the other white girl. She's got normal arms. Look at those fucking arms, dude.
That is
Do you see the muscles? He's so fucking. I'm just saying, I'm like, look,
She's
all I'm
using
saying
chromosomes.
is I want a chromosome check. That's all.
Mhm.
Just a check.
I want a
Want to
drug
make
test.
sure we're dealing with an actual woman, because this whatever Alyssa Thomas is her name. I don't know.
Isn't she the one that's always beating her up?
No. There's no. They all got someone on the
I've heard
team.
her name
They all
before.
got some butch lesbian that's ready to kick her
I've
ass.
heard that name before. Is so like maybe she got in trouble for it before. Apparently not enough trouble. She keep doing it.
So this is the what I call the team scissors. This is the gang sign. Psh, team scissors. This is team Caitlyn with the one. Sorry.
Yeah.
She's not down with the scissors. So anyway, but that's the thing, man. Is like I think they're trying to beat her into some sort of lesbian submission. Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with that, but they don't like her, and you would
'Cause she
think,
gets
man,
a lot of attention.
you would think they'd be a little happy, like, well, she brought us more money. I mean, money talk. Money, everybody likes money, right? I don't know, man. They want their old league back. They don't want to have to produce any results, man. And I really think that's part of it. I don't think they want the competition. They don't want the eyes on them. They like. I think they were happy, whatever, just going to work and not really being expected to do a whole lot. Now, the people want to see a better play. They want to see them work harder. They want to see them,
The real basketball game.
be successful. Yeah, their team be successful. So, I think there's a little more pressure on them, and I think they're blaming her. That's part
She's
of it.
making them look bad.
Well, yeah, and she makes them look
so-
bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
Caitlin Clark. If the races were reversed, it would have been a season-ending suspension. The WNBA's pure trash. That's interesting. If the roles were reversed, the races were reversed,
Oh man, can you imagine?
how big of a suspension would this have been?
Can you imagine?
Yeah, hate crime.
Hate
It's
crime.
an interesting question.
Oh man.
Now, there was a player that played in the league for several years. I can't remember her name, but she got bullied out of the league. She was black. Why did she get bullied out of the league? Because she wasn't gay.
Ooh.
The lesbians in the league
And
were
straight.
literally bullying her night in and night out. Caitlin Clark's very own coach came into the WNBA straight with a husband, divorced him, and became a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
I always contend there is a grooming aspect to this damn league that's repugnant. Gunther
she's like,
Eagleman. the
Okay,
NBA
so he's
needs to-
talking about a former WNBA player, Candace Wiggins, claimed she was bullied into retirement due to being heterosexual. Following an abrupt retirement in 2016, she alleged in San Diego Union Tribune interview that she was targeted through her career for being straight in a league she estimated was 98% gay.
Oh.
Dang. Wow. That is a bunch of rug lovers. My goodness.
I always thought it was softball, but I guess they've switched to basketball.
Man, that's a lot of gay. Man, I didn't think it was that high, but she estimated, I guess everybody was, and she was the straight girl. Yeah, that interesting. I wish she would weigh in on the Candace thing, on this thing with Caitlin.
So they think they straight people.
I remember this girl,
White
Candace
people.
Wiggins. For some reason, I'm gonna look her up. I remember.
98%.
Oh yeah, I remember her. Yeah, Candace Wiggins. But yeah, 98%. She says, and she quit, and she just said, "I'm done."
Yeah, don't blame
I'd
her.
like to see some of the. What's she doing now? She's still doing women's basketball. She's only 39 years old. She went to Stanford University, La Jolla Country Day School. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Step in. Because the WNBA is letting opponents mug Caitlin Clark every single night with no consequences while she's carrying the league's growth on her back. Enough is enough. Protect the face of women's basketball. Protect the face of women's sports. That's one reason why I'm doing this video on this channel. Because I think this incident carries over beyond women's basketball into women's sports. There is no women's athlete that is more popular today than Caitlin Clark. Just to give you an idea, talking about ratings, the league's reigning MVPs, Asia Wilson. She played a game the other day, national television. The game got, I think, 847,000 viewers. Now, there was a time when that would have been something for the...
Yeah, so if you know anything about WNBA, Asia Wilson is the big... she's a big name, you know. She's won 3 championships. So, you know, she's a powerhouse. She's kind of like the LeBron James right now, you know.
All right, let's
of
see
the
what
WNBA.
she looks like. What did
And
you
she's-
say, Asia?
Asia Wilson, yeah. And so, but you know, it was funny because here Caitlin Clark's coming out of college and she's going to play. And Nike had signed her up and they were going to release her shoe. But then Asia Wilson started complaining, well, you haven't released my shoe. I want my shoe first.
Bro,
Even though the thing is, they would have sold more shoes with Caitlin Clark, obviously. And during that time when she was so hot coming out of college, they decided they didn't want to piss off the black girl, you know? So they decided to
her
hold
shoes
off.
are ugly, by the way.
Whose?
Asia's Wilson shoes.
I didn't really, I thought they were both kind of ugly, to be honest. But anyway, whatever.
They're pink, and I still don't like them. That's how ugly they are.
Yeah. The point is that they just, you know, they make stupid decisions based off a lot of political, racial shit, you know, and it's being a woke league, they're always so worried about, you know, getting some bad press. So anyway, that's what happened. But yeah, they literally turned down millions and millions of dollars. They lost it because they finally came out with a shoe now, but nobody, you know, it's not, you just missed the boat, man. It's stupid.
WNBA.
Okay. Just
Caitlin
different.
Clark also had a
different
game on that same network. I believe it was the week after or week before that game. It drew 2.5 million viewers. 3 times the amount of viewers that the game from the reigning MVP, that's a 3-time WNBA champion, drew. And these players are pissed off about exactly that. They're mad that this straight white player brought all these eyeballs with her and nobody gave a shit about their league beforehand. Well, it is what it is. You know, they're too dumb to realize there was a time nobody gave a shit about the NBA. The finals were on tape delay after the local news. I kid you not. Like in the late 70s, if you wanted to watch the NBA finals, it came on after your local news went off on tape delay. And then a black guy named Irvin Magic Johnson and a white boy named Larry Bird came into the league at the same time. That rivalry and those two superstars exploded the league. And it just so happens while they were still playing, a young kid came in out of North Carolina. His name was Michael Jordan.
Ooh.
Now, the NBA's fallen on, you know, ratings have fallen some over the years. But there was a time, I mean, that Jordan flu game, I think, got like 30 million viewers or something. Caitlin Clark is a lot like that when it comes to the star power she brings. A lot like Tiger Woods when he showed up in golf. He brought a lot of new eyes. But the players in the league are jealous and they're racist and they can't stand her.
Yeah. It's sad.
It's
But
pretty
I tell you,
wild.
and the reason I brought this up is because, dude, it's blown up. It is huge. And people are just, you know, at some point, they're just,
They're already
they're
got-
shaking their head. Well, I mean, here's a chance for, I think, of people who are just, casual fans and maybe hardcore fans. They see a chance for the WNBA to actually be something really, really
Well,
good.
that's not the
Here's their
entire
opportunity,
problem.
and they're blowing it, man. They're blowing it. And here's the thing. I mean, I'm sorry, but if Caitlin Clark walks away, she takes everything. The whole league goes down. It's back to 3,000 people at a game crap. I mean, this girl's selling out arenas to the point where she had so many tickets they had to move her games to bigger arenas. And this was going to play at like, for instance, they would be playing like a high school arena, practically, okay, maybe a college one, and they would move it to the NBA one when Caitlin Clark came into town to play the opposing team. Like, it's insane, dude. Like, they were having them to shuffle all this stuff around for this one girl. And I'm sorry. And then you have people out there that are like, that will still, they make her go up. Imagine, this is how ridiculous it is, okay? They sat her down and they made her say, yeah, I want to pay homage to all the black girls who played before me and blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, you mean the black girls who played and didn't amount to much?
Yeah.
Who just played in the league where they were getting funded? Like, why are you being forced to say this shit? Because you have to include them too? Why? Like, did they make Michael Jordan sit back and go, well, I'd like to, pay homage to all the white guys who played basketball in the 50s and started the sport, even though it didn't do shit and nobody cared about it? Like, did they make Michael Jordan do that? No. Like, this is so dumb, man, and so racist. And I think people are just sick of it, dude.
Yeah, the
So,
other half of the problem is the black fatigue. So
Yeah.
when they see black people just acting violent, they're just like, nah, again, you guys, can't you just play sports like normal people?
Well, I just wish, I wish that, people would just see it for what it is and appreciate her, at least give her some respect, and, just, hey, man, if you don't have to be, if you can't play and you can't, okay, maybe play harder, try harder. How about that? Instead of just trying to kick her ass,
But if the league is run by,
Yes, but the league is not doing anything
Whoa,
either.
they
Her
don't
coach
care.
isn't. Her coach isn't doing anything. That's not
Yeah, they're
like
not
her
doing
coach
anything.
isn't standing up for her. Finally, her coach said something. Finally, but that's after some big bitch put her, kneed her in the groin and put her fucking fist in her neck. You kind of had to say something now, But her coach is gay too, dude.
They're
I'm telling
turning
you.
the ball players gay.
She needs to just fake it, man. She needs to say that she's gonna come out as a lesbian.
No,
And
no,
she's
no, no, no.
dating a black girl, and then everybody leave her alone.
Next time they assault her, just lay down like a dead animal and start screaming in pain. And then everyone would be like, what did they do? This poor girl. Because white women tears are a powerful weapon.
What?
White women tears, Dan. If we start bawling, people are gonna get upset on our behalf. Why are you
Well,
doing that?
I'm not. No, I understand. Well, that would be great if there were white women tears, but there's not enough white girls in the NBA to shed tears.
But
Well,
there are
just
enough
started-
fans.
Just start
Yeah.
a straight league, man. I mean,
Well, I
not
mean,
every-
you-
you can't tell me that every black girl is a lesbian.
That's
No, they're not.
it's
Right. I'm sure there's a lot of them. They're just fine, But I don't know what happens, man. Like, I guess there's some sort of weird culture about, I don't know what it is about women and their sports and
Yeah,
what makes them go
softball
all of a
used to be
sudden
the
like,
one.
I want some women.
Yes, it used to be.
I don't know what that's all-
softball.
I don't know what's going on with all that. But anyway, so yeah, but you can't just call it out like that, Eric. You can't just be like, we're starting a straight league. No gays are allowed. Like, come on, man. That's not going to fly. You may have a commissioner who's just, who knows who to pick. That's fine. Anyway, so there's that. I just wanted to get into it tonight. This is another sports one, but this is about Canada. Canada's really dropping the ball in the World Cup, man.
I heard they were also being rude to foreigners when everyone expected Canada to be polite.
Everybody, well, this is the thing. America is really shining. America is turning out to just be the coolest place on earth. All these Europeans are coming over here like, I got to shoot a gun today. Oh my God. I just
had a
ate.
giant sandwich.
I had a giant sandwich. I ate enough breakfast for one sitting that I would probably get in Europe for an entire week. That was amazing. Yeah, they're so happy here. There's people like going, man, I got to figure out how to move to the U.S.
They're like, look how big everything
yeah,
is.
they love. They love our big cars. They love everything. They just love America. Anyway, and here's Canada, fucking it up. Here it is.
Usually silent from Canada since they're hosting part of the World Cup as well. Seen the party in Mexico.
Koreans love it.
I see the drinking here in the US. But it's been very quiet in Canada. So I went snooping and wow. So apparently Canadians are booing other countries' anthems.
They booed the out of the United States.
Oh, come on. Iran? That's a terrible idea. Oh, there he is.
Telling Bosnia fans that they should watch out for snipers due to Bosnia's history.
For nearly 4 years, between 1992 and 1996, Sarajevo was under siege, surrounded by Serbian enemy forces, constantly shelled, and stalked by snipers who turned every street into a deadly trap.
A lot of Canadians are saying that they don't like soccer and that that's not their sport. That's why they're not as energetic.
We know that they're here, and we're not too pleased about it.
And I thought y'all were nicer than that, but
report cards are starting to roll in, man, and it's not looking too good for our friends up in Canada.
How's it going, eh?
Yeah.
Let's get into the reviews of the Canadian World Cup 2026. What it look like, TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. Now, y'all asked for a Brits in USA Part 2, and that's on the way. But while I was gathering videos for Brits in USA Part 2, I came across pretty much nothing but negativity from Canada. You know, when we did Brits in the USA, you know, it was a common theme of a lot of the foreigners that they wanted to stay forever. I have not come across one video of somebody saying,
I'm definitely moving to Canada.
Now, this video is going to have a disclaimer like all the videos. This is not an attack on Canada. This is just showing you the conversation that's going on about Canada and what's going on at the World Cup right now. Because you heard a lot out of Mexico, like I showed you in the intro. We got the Brits in the USA going crazy.
What happened? Oh, copyright music, maybe?
The big question is, what's going on in Canada? Because it's no videos coming out.
Now that we're on the subject of the World Cup, has anyone heard from Canada? Because everyone's in Mexico having the time of their lives. They're holding up their end of the bargain, which we knew they would. They love to party. Here in America, same thing. Everyone's having fun, clip after clip after clip, coast to coast. We're on it. But from Canada, it's been crickets. What are you guys doing over there?
I'm from Canada, and we're hosting, World Cup games. And I think it's really funny how you see nothing about it online. When America was hosting World Cup games, they think they're the center of the universe. It's America World Cup, America World Cup. But now that it's in Canada, you don't see anybody on TikTok or anybody on social media talking about it.
The hype for the World Cup in Canada is pretty much non-existent. Like, out of everybody that I know here, maybe one or two people are like actually invested and know what's going on, which is kind of strange because in other places that I've lived, like in Europe, everybody's watching it, everybody's keeping up with it, and it's this like huge, like massive event that essentially like is ingrained in everyday life until it's over. I guess football is just not popular enough yet. Like, especially as a host country, is way underhyped. But it makes sense. I mean, hockey's always been the thing here, right?
Totally killed the vibe.
I've seen a bunch of posts that are sort of to the tune of, does Canada even know that they're hosting the World Cup? Yeah, we know. Yeah. We know that they're here, and we're not too pleased about it. we're not excited about FIFA.
Why
Not to
is
say
Canada being
that
so
there are no
mean?
football fans in Vancouver or Toronto. There are some, but there's not nearly enough enthusiasm about it to override what we know about FIFA as an organization and the things that they tend to do in the cities and countries that host them. Like millions and millions, I think up to $1 billion in taxpayer money
So the
has
whole
been
world is
spent
partying except
on
for Canada. They're
hosting
being like
FIFA.
irritated.
And you know how much of that is going to help us in the long term? Almost none. Almost none.
Yeah.
In fact, it's hurting a lot of us right now. It hurts the film industry because there's a lot of parts of downtown where we can't film right now because FIFA's like, that's my spot. You can't be here, even though it's literally one of the main industries in the city that we're known for. You can't be Hollywood North right now, even though that's really exciting that we're getting so much more film
How many
production
movies do they
up here. You
make
can't
in
do that
Canada?
right
What
now
is he
so that
ranting
people can be
about?
around
These guys
to watch the
talking about.
football. We're not even that happy about the influx of tourism because, quite frankly, it's been a flop over here. We've got a freaking 60% vacancy rate for the hotels that were like bought to host people coming here. People aren't coming here for the World Cup. I am a tour guide in downtown Vancouver, and I have not seen much of an influx of busyness for the summer due to FIFA. I asked people like what brings them to Vancouver. There's a lot of reasons to come to Vancouver. It's a
Are
pretty
there?
neat city. And for the last week or so, at least, most people are not coming for the World Cup. They're coming here for a cruise to Alaska,
Because you
which
guys
is
are
one of the
booing
big reasons for
everybody.
people to travel to Vancouver. Some people are just here to be in Vancouver,
Yeah.
which is nice, and I tell them that you're here at an auspicious time. Some people
This
are
guy
traveling
sucks.
to Canada. They're hopping on the Rocky Mountaineer. We're not getting more
Goofy.
business,
I bet he's fun
generally.
at parties.
Or at least not nearly as much as one might expect for something like the World Cup.
With that kind of attitude,
So
we can see
it's
why.
been
Yeah.
doing way more harm than good. So excuse us if we're not singing to the skies about hosting FIFA. It's just not that exciting. Honestly, we're kind of grumpy about it.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
He ain't the only one from up there, man. And while his sentiments may be correct in some ways, timing is everything. And now is not the time. They got Canada looking like a bunch of party poopers.
I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. We're both having so much fun. Oh, shoot, it's Canada.
Oh, hey Canada.
I couldn't help but overhear the jubilant echoes of a wild celebration.
No, we're just having a little get together.
The music is awfully loud for just a little get together.
Oh well, you know Mexico.
3 bags of Tostitos scoops, I noticed.
Well, like I said, you know
Canada's
Mexico.
full of mean
Can't say
nerds,
that.
Dan.
I'm doing
What's
this for
that?
us.
Canada is
Alrighty
full of
then.
mean nerds. Did you
I
hear
do-
that other guy?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, ugh, we're
It's
not really
unreal.
into soccer and we don't really care about the people coming here. Like, everyone in the world is coming.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, gosh, man, it must be pretty sad right now in Canada, right? Like just with their population.
We don't like
like-
hockey. We play it anyways just to make you guys happy.
Well, I wouldn't say we don't like hockey. We like
I don't
hockey.
like
I mean, we like hockey. I mean, but like, you know, the thing is like, I don't know what the deal is there. Like, I guess people are just like really depressed. They were showing some cities and stuff in Canada. Like, did you guys see that clip where the guy's walking around and he's like showing where the World Cup's being played, and there's a bunch of druggies and stuff like that, and like, drug abuse going on. Yeah,
This
right.
is perfect. This
It's,
is absolutely perfect because we're riding the high of everyone loving the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that happens is Canada boos the United States. And everyone's like, hey, we just had a fun time over there. Why are you booing? And then
Now
they
it
boo
just looks
everybody
ridiculous.
else. It's like, you
Yeah.
guys are not polite. They just ruined their whole reputation. This is a world event, not just a Canada event, a world event. So I'm getting irritated.
Mail them Canucks.
I haven't watched a single game of it, but I'm not going to stop other people from having
Well,
fun.
I would say you should watch some American U.S. play. They're great. The team is awesome. They're really fun to watch this year. The best damn team I've seen. I've watched all the
He's
World
like-
Cups since I was a kid, and I got to be honest, the best is, man, they're so good. And and they just barely lost the last one, unfortunately, but they played a very good team.
He's like, our Vancouver is known for making movies. We can't make movies with tourists here. Like, what?
Yeah.
do hope you keep me in mind for any future parties. It gets awfully cold and lonely up here.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Goodbye.
What a creeper.
Que Dios nos
Too bad
proteja.
Noble's not here.
And I can't front. You know us Americans are petty as hell. It's a lot of us down here that are just rubbing our hands together like Birdman, doing the Birdman hand rub, laughing and giggling at all the videos coming out about people's experience in Canada.
Hi, Canada. Hi. Can y'all get your shit together, please, and stop ruining the vibe of the World Cup?
Yep.
Because y'all are killing the vibe. Like, I get it. USA also doesn't like soccer like that, but we're still living it up. So, stop being sad and get outside.
I was thinking Canadians only hated Americans, but some of the shit that I've been hearing from this World Cup that's been going on in Canada is kind of crazy.
Guys, Toronto is one of the dirtiest. It doesn't even feel like it's a first world country.
Oh, this, yeah, watch.
Look. You don't see this in Ecuador. Look. Do you see this in Ecuador?
Oh,
look.
man.
This is downtown. This is like the flagship. Yonge and Dundas. This is the flagship of Toronto. And there's literally garbage, crackheads, crazy people talking to themselves, fetty heads. Bro, this is a third world country. Like this, I feel like I'm in, bro, coming from Quito is way more civilized. This is a mess. What is going on, guys?
Toronto, hit us up in the chat, man. They caught y'all on a bad day, or they caught y'all after a festival or something. That's not what Toronto is
Wait
like,
till they
really.
see
Hit us up in the
Montreal.
chat and let us know, Toronto.
My new favorite part of the World Cup is watching people from around the world hate on Canada. I'm loving the stories I'm hearing from people who've traveled to North America for the first time say that they're shocked that people from America have actually been way more welcoming and nicer than people from Canada. Because Canada, I have to give it to you guys. You have the best PR team in history. You have convinced the entire world that Americans are the worst people that have ever walked the face of the earth, while you Canadians are the nicest, most polite, just absolutely kind people.
Canada up there showing their true colors during this World Cup.
Yep.
Don't nobody want to be there. Everybody in America is enjoying themselves. They're enjoying our culture, enjoying seeing that the media's lied about us, but they're also finding out the media lied about y'all. Ain't nobody wanting to stay in Canada. Everybody's being rude, pushy, hateful. Everything that everybody said about the United States all this time is true about you Canadians. And not all of y'all.
Quebec.
It's more like
worse.
Toronto, Ontario. But you can't wiggle out of this one and make everybody not believe it. Y'all have treated people like shit since they got there. Yet everybody that's come to America is having a blast. Let's see y'all's fancy PR team get y'all out of this shit.
So the veil has finally been lifted on Canada. What you guys say the United States is actually what you guys are. Every team has been welcomed here. They're loving the American way of life. We're enjoying all of our food and different cultures here. For the most part, been treated with damn good respect. You know, we're the ugly Americans. You guys are booing national anthems. You're
Yeah.
saying insane shit to the Bosnians about they went through in the 90s. I haven't seen
Oh
a
my
single
God,
fun
really?
video.
Yeah,
Jesus,
they said
get
you
over
watch
it.
out for
Canada.
snipers.
A lot of the teams are saying they can't wait to leave. I mean, at least for the United States part of the World Cup.
I mean, is it? And I wonder.
Japanese are loving the Texas
here's
barbecue.
another. I'll throw this caveat out there, and this may be somewhat true. I mean, maybe a lot of the people that are being all
negative,
political and stuff in Canada are like maybe they're a bunch of blue hairs from America that moved out
and
there.
they're superior.
You know,
to
they're kind of
every
ruining it for the Canadians now. You know, they got
No,
some
because
of-
that beard guy was definitely Canadian.
yeah. Well, I'm sure there is, but I also wonder how much influence they've had from some of our liberals. You know, because there were a bunch that moved out there when Trump got elected. Not saying
Yeah.
it was enough to really change anything, but I don't know. It's just a thought.
Well, like the other girl said, like soccer is not our main sport, but we welcomed every single country that came in.
Oh, dude, we always have. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I just for some reason like it took a life of its own because of TikTok. Because in the past, when they would come here, I think they felt the same thing. It's just that there was nowhere to post it.
Yeah.
Back when I think the last time America really hosted they had a couple games here and there, but the last time we really hosted it was 1996.
Mhm.
In 1996, give me a break, man. We hardly had the internet.
No.
So I
and
mean,
soccer
you know,
wasn't that big at all here.
it wasn't big here, but it was big around the world. And when they came here, they probably enjoyed the shit out of themselves. But we didn't get to see it as much. Like,
Yeah.
now it's being posted up.
Especially because all of
It's-
those
yeah,
American
yeah,
fun
more
parties
publicized.
kept
Yeah,
viral
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like everyone loving Mexico, everyone loving the United States. It's just been like wholesome viral stories about people discovering new things. Like the girls that went into Walmart and they're like, we can
Oh,
get
yeah.
tomatoes, we can get our clothes, we can get like
Yeah. They were loving it. Yeah. I think it's great that there's so many things we just take for granted. We don't realize, how lucky we are. I think that's what's the best thing about watching those clips is making you feel proud because you see like you're like, wow,
Right.
I didn't know like we were so much different than everyone else, I just assumed, they did the same
Well-
thing over there. And when you find out that we are special in a lot of ways, and then you're like, wow, we should be proud of our country, and there's a lot of things to be happy about. And of course, we all have our problems, but I think that, it's just nice to see other people say, you know what, America, you're great. Thank you. Appreciate you,
my
hosting."
favorite favorite was when the Europeans went to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
They're like,
Dude.
this menu is bigger than the Bible.
But still, I mean, you see a lot. You still see a lot of these American videos reacting to, their reactions. But most of the, I mean, you don't see any. I don't see any Democrats. Seems like it seems just like.
Oh, but
like the
it's-
Dems are still
It's
hating
true.
on everything.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And they're supposed to be inclusive,
nothing those people
but
can
they're
be
not
happy.
inclusive to like poor countries.
God, man, can you imagine being that insufferable all the time? Just hating everything all the time.
Ugh,
and
man.
just being like, like there's something to bitch about and complain about. And
Yeah, we don't want these people here. We got stuff to do. Like what? You're Canada.
I
You
know.
don't do nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's pretty
Q. Scotland is having a great time in Massachusetts. Algeria is having the time of their life in Kansas, of all places. And I guess South Park was right about you guys. You guys are mean. Well, you guys aren't so friendly. It was all just a joke. I mean, you guys suck. That's why the United States is just way better.
Like I said, man, this isn't an attack on Canada, but
Yes,
it's just
sir.
not too many positive
It should
videos
be.
coming out of Canada. And when you get to the families, what the families are saying about this experience, even if you live in Canada, you can't afford to go.
So about 4.5 years ago, our family had an opportunity to purchase tickets for the World Cup in Qatar. Now, we decided not to go because at that time, Canada had also just announced that they were going to be the host of the 2026 World Cup. Big mistake, because fast forward to today, and I am genuinely trying to understand these prices. So for Canada's opening match against Bosnia, $2,300 to $3,100 per ticket. And I get it, supply and demand. But if there are still tickets available just 2 weeks before kickoff, what exactly is driving these prices? So let's go back for a minute to 2022. Now you can see right here, that's the total receipt for all the matches that we got. 6 tickets per match for 4 matches came to a total of $14,400 QAR. And that converts to about $5,500 Canadian, which is less than the cost of 2 single tickets for a match in Toronto. And it stings just that little bit more knowing that my kids have been playing. We have been sitting on these sidelines for the past 14 years. Never mind the thousands of dollars we have put into the Canada soccer system. It is my son's dream to watch the Canadian national team play here in Canada in the World Cup. What are we doing about these prices? Have you bought your tickets yet, or are you going to be watching on TV?
But we got to give Canada some love. I don't know about the tourists because there's not too many tourists coming out saying they had a great time there. But Canada did show up for Team Canada. They did show up for Team Canada.
Where's Pink? It's so pathetic to only celebrate your own team and no one else.
Like I said, you gotta give them their props though, because they did come out for Team Canada. Even though nobody knows who's on Team Canada, they came out to support.
Wow, it's a great jersey.
Yeah, I just want to say, I love your jersey. Let me see who's in the back. You see? Yes.
I'll be real with you, man. It's funny that you would have a man's jersey on and have no idea who the man is. But I'll be honest and real with you. In America, none of us know who the soccer players are either. Or shall I say, very few of us know who the soccer players are. But if you have that USA jersey on, you're our guy. So we're going to ride with you and we're going to cheer. Matter of fact, in America, it doesn't matter what it is. FIFA, the World Games, Olympics. We don't care what's going on in the government. Once you put that jersey on, we all a team and we all riding. But with all that being said, Canada, I'm going to need Canada to come through the front of the line. Because where the discrepancies are coming to play at is when y'all played Bosnia, the stuff that went on with the fans, between the Canadian fans and the Bosnian fans, Canada, you took it too far and it was disgusting.
A Canadian man yelled out, "Watch out for snipers," at a group of Bosnians during the Canada versus Bosnia World Cup game. And if you don't understand why this is such a big deal, if you want to just discount it as just stadium talk, trash talk, or just like soccer talk, let me tell you why it's disgusting that he did that. During the 1990s in Bosnia, there was something called the Siege of Sarajevo. If you've never heard about it, for 4 years, civilians, regular people, people like you and I, going to work, going to school, going to get bread at a bakery, were sniped to non-existence. Because there were literal snipers hiding in the hills around the city of Sarajevo. For 4 years, thousands of people were no longer. There's even a main street in Sarajevo that was coined Sniper Alley. People crossing that street were just sniped. Children sniped. Hundreds of children were sniped on that street. More likely than not, the people he was screaming that to were alive during that time, probably suffering from PTSD from that time. Why am I assuming that? Because when he yelled that at them, they hid and ran.
Oh no.
This is not stadium talk, trash talk, soccer talk. This is not normal football fan-based disruption. Because yeah, a lot of soccer fans, soccer fans, football fans are disruptive. It's a disruptive bunch. It's just the way that it is. It's one of the most disruptive fan bases. This is crazy. And it's not just this one Canadian guy. I've been seeing, reading, and hearing so many instances of Canadian fans being disruptive.
May I have your attention, please? Due to safety concerns from the use of smoke flares and fireworks, this event has been canceled.
Why?
Booing at national anthems, trash talking people because they have their national jersey on. This is just it's childish, it's disgusting. I don't know what else to say, but I don't know why nobody's talking about this.
Well, we gonna talk about it over here because that was totally unnecessary and that was uncalled for.
Man, you corny!
Even booing the national anthems was unnecessary and called for. You're playing against athletes from the other country. You're not playing against the leaders and the governments from these other countries. These ain't the government games. So come on, cut it out, man. Everybody is there for community to have fun and enjoy and grow the sport. Y'all act like y'all done lost the plot. But like y'all know how I do it over here. I try to keep things neutral and just bring y'all what I'm finding online. So I really don't have an opinion either which way on this one because I really don't think that this is the true Canada. I'll be 100% honest with y'all. But it's a lot of people online that said they've been peeping signs. And to them, this might be the true Canada.
I love that people now are just discovering that Canada was the problem the whole time. And Australia, both of you. And I didn't even realize it until last year when we lost TikTok for that 9 to 10 hours. And we came back and the only people talking shit were the Canadians and the Australians. So
Australia,
rest of the world, take all of your hatred for us and just send that shit to Quebec. It isn't us. We just like to vibe, right? If this World Cup taught us anything, is that we're just trying to survive as well. We like to have a good time. Peace and love.
I knew Canada was like this. I remember discovering Canada was like this after America shut off TikTok for a second. And then when we came back, guess who was talking the most shit? Australia and Canada. Yep. You're not slick. You're who everybody thought the US was. You literally have no sportsmanship. Hey?
Yeah, I think I remember that. Dad, Canada, it's not looking good for y'all. I do remember that, Canada. We lost TikTok for about 48 hours. We came back and y'all was talking all types of trash, kicking us in our back. It wasn't a good look. And since she brought them up, I'm gonna need all my Australians to the front. All my Australian insidians. It's a bunch of y'all. It's a bunch of y'all. I need y'all to the front of the line. What's going on, Australia? What's going on, Australia? Because word on the street is y'all out here showing y'all ass also at the World Cup. Holla at me in the comments section, Australia. What's going on?
And the next time the U.S. hosts a sleepover, Australia's not coming. They're not invited. We're not giving the invitation to them because they're being nasty and they're being rude party guests. They don't need to come. They don't need to come.
Yeah, Richard,
the context
we're
is
not
not
inviting
aware.
you to
The
the slumber
FIFA Cup
party.
is well underway, and they're having matches in the U.S. I think they had it in Canada, and they're having it like in Mexico, right? So today at 3:00, the U.S. and Australia just had their match, and if you're not aware, apparently Australia and Australians have this big beef with U.S. I wasn't aware. Most U.S. Americans were not aware, so they've got this kind of one-sided beef with us.
What did we do this
And,
time?
before the game, they was kind of talking smack. It's fine. It's cool. Sportsmanship. It's all about the game. Being like, oh, the U.S. isn't that good at soccer. We're not that. We're going to win. They're talking about saying, oh, Australia's going to win and we're going to knock them out. Blah, blah, blah. Fun sportsmanship ribbing. They lose. We won. The U.S. won 2-0. And now They're on the internet being disgusting. And instead of just being like, oh, you guys suck, and like ribbing on us, and like being like, oh, well, you know, you still have to do with Donald Trump or something like that, making jokes like that, they immediately went to school.
Oh? Oh?
Where's the joke in that? That's not funny. Like, you could have made fun of anything. You could have made fun of the president. You could have made fun about our food, because y'all are here, y'all are enjoying it. They're like, yeah, it really is so high calorie, high this, that. But you immediately go to dead children. Why do you think that's funny? And you know it's wrong. They know it's wrong. Because if we was to bring up those beach killings, then they're like, oh, that's not funny. You shouldn't be laughing. But you, as soon as you get upset talking about school, you don't get to come back. You don't need to come back if you're going to act like this. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna need all my Australian Insadians to check in the comment section, because I don't believe that's the true, y'all. I don't believe that's the true, y'all. I feel like we got some fanatical fans out there, and it's a lot of people that take it over the line, and they give everybody a bad name. But right now, just being honest with y'all, and I'm showing y'all what the temperature is online on these social media platforms. Right now, Canada and Australia, y'all name is pretty much mud out here. Y'all the party poopers of FIFA so far, because we have tons of videos coming out of Mexico and everybody's having a great time and all the fans are enjoying each other. You know, tons of videos coming out of America. Brits in America is a great one. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. But it's not too much coming out of Canada. And the stuff that's coming out of Canada is not really too positive. So I'm gonna need all my Canadian Insadians to get in the comments section and, you know, straighten out the narrative if it's something different going on up there. Because right now, we really don't know what's going on, and the little bit of information that we're getting doesn't look too good, at least for the people that's coming in to visit. But anyway, man, this video right here is going to end like all the other videos. Hit me up in the comments section and let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
So yesterday I came across a video of an American flapping his gums on here, claiming that the stereotype of Canadians are too nice and are polite is fake and it's a myth. And while that may be true, I don't want to hear that coming out of an American's mouth. And he was referencing little dumb stuff that's been happening in Canada in regard to the World Cup, where people's national pride are amplified. He had said during the Canada and Bosnia game, he saw a video or had heard something about a Canadian making a distasteful comment on Bosnian history towards the Bosnian fans, and they like turned around and berated him. If anybody was at that Canada and Bosnia game and can confirm that this happened, please let me know, because I'm not sure if this guy's telling the truth. But if that did happen, that's not right.
Video.
However, that is not proof that the general population of Canada is still not polite and still not nice, at least in comparison to Americans. Like, there's a reason that stereotype exists, is because there's a little truth to it. So like I said, I won't hear an American come on here and try to rewrite history and try to make it seem like it's just good PR that we have in Canada as to why we're viewed as polite and nice. Like, there was dead-ass, delusional-ass Americans in this comment section eating this shit up. And let me preface this by saying I don't hate any Americans. He tried to state that Canadians hate Americans in his video. Canadians don't hate Americans. We probably just hate your personality and your behavior towards us. Let's not forget, you guys tried to annex us. Like, a few of them were in the comment section referencing the gold medal game between USA and Canada during the Olympics, where apparently Canadians were booing the US national anthem, and we should have respect for a country's national anthem who tried to annex us. Like, do you see how arrogant these guys are? These guys want to turn us into the 51st state. Like, they were actually seriously thinking about doing this. And their citizens were eating this shit up from their president.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to turn around and respect their anthem. And like, some of them were even going so far as to say, when we travel abroad, we're telling the locals that we're actually from the United States of America as Canadians, and that's what's giving them a bad rap overseas. It's like, you know how crazy you guys sound? And this is why I sometimes can't take the ignorance of an American, because it's like, why in the world would a Canadian go overseas and tell a foreigner that they're from a country that has worse PR than us. You guys said it in the comment section. We just have good PR. So why would I go tell a foreigner that I'm from the United States of America when I could just say I'm Canadian and we have better PR?
Well,
So he admits it's just the PR and not the truth.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I thought it was interesting, and
Yeah. And, when they brought up the Aussies, Grand Tour Richard ran away.
Did he? Oh boy.
Nope, there he is. He prefers.
I'm surprised the
Aussies.
Aussies are not partying down, because I would think that group would definitely enjoy some football.
Well, they
and,
seem to have beef with us and keep talking about school shootings. So I'm not sure
I
why.
see. Yeah. Here's well, we'll flip it around here. We got some other things to show. I got this right here. Eric posted this.
Come.
Kidding.
This is for Fizzy.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Poor little kitten. Wow. Got scolded. That's funny.
See, the mama recognizes a baby. That's why.
All right, let's see what this is about.
All right, Richard, you can come to our
Now
slumber
there's video
party.
footage from behind.
Is that right?
Yeah. The round that he was supposedly shot with was a 30-06, which is a big round. That's a round that you kill a moose with.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't even have an exit wound. It makes zero sense. Like, we haven't seen that guy, the guy who loves furries, who supposedly killed Charlie Kirk.
Tyler
Robinson?
Yeah.
We haven't seen him talk.
No.
He hasn't said he did it. He hasn't said he didn't do it. And then there was footage of him like at a yogurt shop.
Right.
Like way across town, like 20 minutes later. The whole thing is like super sus. The Kirk thing's weird because now there's video footage from behind.
Yeah, man, this
Yeah.
is-
The round that he was supposedly
This
shot
has just
with-
totally died off, you know? I mean, you don't hear much about it at all anymore.
It's almost like he didn't do it.
Well, you got Candace Owens, who's been saying the whole time it's fishy, but then you got the
Well, she got a
the other.
text from him beforehand that he was worried.
Yeah.
So that's what made her like distrust everything. The lack of blood, the guy hanging out of a car. Like, what the heck? The whole situation is so
The whole thing is so weird.
fishy.
That is.
Yeah, and the fact that you can
Probably
see
never know the truth.
Well, and then you got, you know, this is the thing I noticed whenever there's these setup events. You know, it always seems like you have a real kind of a strange way that people sort of grieve.
Yeah,
the
Eric
lack
Kirk
of
is a
emotion, the
powerhouse.
lack of crying, the lack of true emotion. You know, it literally looks staged and like they're. You know, I didn't want to believe it at first because I was just like, oh, I hope that there's.
Yeah, it
nothing.
took to lose him.
Well, yeah, and it sucks that the other idea is that maybe Erica Kirk was a plant, and she was some sort of honeypot. And she basically has links to Epstein or something like that. There's Epstein
To
links.
Trump, too.
Yeah, Trump, Epstein. So yeah, it's there. Man, you start looking into that, and Candace, of course, she's been getting a lot of hate because of what she's been saying because. She's been sort of going after a certain group in the Middle East, and that group doesn't like it when you talk about them, and
No.
they seem to get really uptight about any negative PR to the point where their own prime minister had to come out and I think twice and tell everybody we didn't do it, we didn't kill Charlie. I think that's really weird when a prime minister of a country has to say that. Feels the need to point that out like it really wasn't us when I don't know, it's like if you didn't do it, why would you even need to say anything, right? So anyway, a lot of weird stuff there, and sad to see Charlie go. Really sad.
And I don't like Erica Kirk at all. She looks demonic.
She's I'm not a fan of hers, and there's something weird about that chick.
Her eyes.
Yeah,
For
I know.
one.
This guy is he's trying to block people from getting out of the train. He's just being like a thug. So let's see what happens.
So take his shirt off.
Yeah, Sparta kicked him, man. That was awesome. This is Sparta.
Is he trying to chase?
What's he gonna do? Throw a shoe?
Throw a shoe at him.
What a punk, dude. That's hilarious. I gotta see
Really
it one
took
more time.
off his shirt and tried
Dude,
to fight.
I just saw the foot come up and go bam. Just kick him right
Kick
out.
him right out.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna fight you with my shoes.
Look at him right.
I'm gonna outrun this train.
What are you gonna do? Throw your shoe and lose your shoe in the train
You
track?
can't get back on, doofus. You
funny.
threaten him with your sneaker? That's
That's what he gets, man. For being a jackass, you know. Oh, this is another masking thing just happened, guys. Did you see this new latest one?
Masking.
Oh, yeah. Remember the guy that was on Fox and he was obvious he's wearing a mask.
Oh, the
Like,
bald
dude,
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Everybody's like, dude, it's a mask.
Now
And
they
they're
don't
like, oh,
know?
no, that was just
when
some
they asked
camera
him.
angle.
They asked him to just pull on his neck and prove it wasn't a mask. He wouldn't do it.
Oh, I know.
Like,
it was so
why
stupid.
can't you just dispel the rumor in 5 seconds?
Well, that guy that works in the Trump administration, he's also somebody that looks like he's wearing a mask. Here it is.
Fuck is going on? Is this regime comprised of things that like to wear masks? Okay, so perusing YouTube, watching Midas Touch, talking to bullshit as usual. They're playing a clip of Ingram interviewing Scott Bessent. And I use the quotations because even Midas Touch is like, man, Scott Bessent looks really disheveled. He looks off. And so, you'll see why.
So, Laura, we understand this is a challenging
It's
time.
gonna go full screen, sorry.
President.
There it is.
What's up with the neck?
Look.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fit around his eyes very well either. See that?
No.
Oh my God.
His eyes look
And
weird.
look at the eyebrows.
Sure is
His
blinking.
eyebrows,
What's up
like,
with
they
the
doubled in
eyebrows,
size since
right?
the last I
Yeah.
saw 'em. But look at that.
The eyeball.
There it is again.
Oil is already about 25 or 30% off the top. Gasoline has come.
I knew I shouldn't have been hopeful about anything.
What?
I just feel stupid.
I think this is going to get a lot fucking weirder than we could ever imagine. Like, what? You can see it, right? Remember a couple weeks ago, the bald guy with the same fucking thing. So it's like, either they're doing this shit on purpose to flood our minds with so much disinformation and misinformation, make us question our own thoughts, make us question what we're seeing, or they are just having that much trouble concealing
No, they're doing it on
what they
purpose.
want to be hidden, what they want to remain hidden. They can't do it anymore. They're just, something's happening. Something, come on. That's, where is this gonna go? Okay, what the fuck?
I love the Rubber Man. The Rubber Man's
Never
back, baby.
heard that in my life.
No, you never heard that jam? Oh, that was a shit back in the day. Eric remembers that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Eric used to be at the disco with that shit.
Heck yeah,
Right,
man.
Eric? Hell yeah, man. Woo. Dude, I bet Eric was
They-
fly. Did you have that leather jacket, dude, like all the other Italians?
Yeah.
Yeah, that leather. You know,
like-
you look like Joe
John
Pesci from.
Travolta.
You
No,
look
he
like
looked
Joe
like John
Pesci from.
Travolta with the pop
Yeah,
top.
from what was it? From what's that movie? Fuck, you know what I'm talking about.
My cousin
Well,
Vinny.
No. Well, no. I was thinking more like the gangster one where he was. Yeah. Damn it! What's the name of that? I can think of it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Help me, guys. What's the Joe Pesci movie with the famous one? Oh shit. Fuck. What is it? Oh fuck! I can't think of the name. Oh shit. Anyway, let me see here. What else I got? Yes.
I'm a man animal.
No, you don't.
Look at me.
Do you?
Look
What?
at me.
Oh. Nice. What is that? A pig?
A taxo?
Oh, Goodfellas. Thank you. Remember Goodfellas?
Yeah, Goodfellas.
It's getting late.
It is getting late. I've been good though. I haven't embarrassed
Well, it's
you.
only 2:00 your time. It's only 2.
I haven't embarrassed you once, is what I'm saying. I've been good.
Oh gosh. Well, yeah. So far, so far, so good. So far, so good. Yeah. So far.
Axolotl. That's what it was.
I like what you did to your hair this time, Viz. The hair looks good.
Cute. I got a little braid up here.
I saw
Keep
that.
my
You got
hair
the
out
braid
of the
action.
way.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
That's
kind of
nice.
cute. I really wanted to wear my Barbie dress, but it is 56 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I need sleeves.
Okay. All right. Well,
But I'll
here's
wear
the
it for
next-
the 4th of July party.
Beth sent this one in. Here's this one.
It's on the internet. If you go through all the fast food chains, they all have some dark, insidious origin. Now we have the 7-Eleven. Do you guys know what the 7-Eleven brand of foods and desserts is called? Go Yum Foods. Goyum.
Wow.
Goyum.
Wasn't 7-Eleven founded very shortly after the beginning of Israel?
Literally Goyum Foods. If you go get ice cream at 7-Eleven, it's Goyum brand.
We're just doing it in our faces.
No one's ever broke this on the internet. If you go through all the
I don't go there very often.
They're eating
Ours
that goy,
smells,
the goy slop.
damn. Our 7-Eleven smells so disgusting.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what
I
they're
don't-
cooking in there.
Dude, I don't go to 7-Eleven at all. If I see 7-Eleven, I'm like, fuck that. I ain't going in there. Because it's, number one, it's, run by whoever buys these things and runs these stores, man. They run them into the ground. They don't really put a lot into the store.
Oh, it smells. It smells like old food and just
Yeah.
it's really stuffy in there, and they always ring you up wrong. You have to pay attention.
No, really? Oh, I know that. Yeah. I don't get gas from 7-Eleven because I just go to a normal gas station. But I'll be honest with you, I don't go inside there either.
No,
So
it's just
no. Remember in
Yeah,
the
I
day,
can't
man, we used to love going in those places. We'd go in and get some,
Get a
a Slurpee. or something.
Slurpee, yeah.
I went in there one time to just grab a loaf of bread. They didn't have any. Like, what kind of convenience store doesn't even have normal bread? Like any kind, off brand, any kind of bread. No,
Yeah.
we don't have that. Like
Yeah. Well, I mean,
bread, eggs, you're supposed to have that stuff.
so we have down here, we have a Brahms. And Brahms is where we get like a lot of our people can go out there and, it's not convenient. It's like where you have gas and everything like that. But they, that's a place where they make their own breads and their own foods, stuff like that. And it's not so bad. You can get ice cream. It's not bad. And now they got Buc-ee's, and Buc-ee's is pretty nice. It's almost too big for my taste, so I'm not gonna lie. Buc-ee's is just ridiculous.
Over the top.
Well, I don't know what I want when I go in there now.
It's just like
too much.
Holy shit! Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just way.
you go in there for one thing and you end up spending $700.
well, it's like, look, man, you shouldn't be like going to a gas station getting collectibles. I just feel like that's a little much.
Dan, every
it's
time-
like for some people, this is a religious experience when they go to Buc-ee's.
Dan,
It's wild.
Every time I go anywhere, I like to bring back the dumbest souvenirs.
I don't
So
understand.
I would
it.
love a singing.
Why do you want a gas station to be a tourist attraction?
I don't know, dude.
I don't understand that.
Why is Fizzy collecting goofy souvenirs and stuff?
Because it has memories. Like I got my cream cheese
Don't tell-
festival shirt from when we made the largest cheesecake in the world.
Well, that's okay. Well, that's cool. You should. By the way, I gotta say something about your cheesecake. That shit should not even been accepted. Because number one, that shit was like
runny
liquid.
and gross.
It was disgusting.
15,000.
Wasn't it? You gotta at least. It's gotta at
it's
least
gonna
be
be normal.
edible. It's gotta be edible, Fizzy. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It tasted delicious. I ate mine
Oh,
at Joe's
so
because he didn't like it either. I
Yeah,
ate two
dude,
bowls of it.
They had this giant cheesecake.
Let me bring up
Eric.
the pictures from
Who had it?
Her little town.
15,000 pound cheesecake.
15,000 pounds of cheesecake, and dude, it was the runniest cheesecake you've ever seen.
Oh,
it wasn't even edible.
Pictures
I think it was because it was
Cheesecake's
too.
not supposed to be runny.
No, thank you. But
Kinda
then the Guinness Book,
cheesecake
they gave it to him anyway. I'm like, psh, they should have made you guys redo that shit. You guys have been pissed. You know how much
Okay,
money
I'm
that would have
sending the
cost?
pictures to myself. I'll present it real quick.
All right.
Fizzy. So open in.
And then he wriggled it up. Up around his nose. Guaranteed to blow your mind. Playing all the music, just keeping time.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Oh shoot.
Okay,
Hold
so
on a
they
sec.
had these giant signs you could get your picture taken next to.
Okay, cool. Here you go.
So the big cheesecake, 15,000 pounds
Yeah.
of cheesecake is here.
Of-
Laville, New York.
Of gelatinous mass. Whatever.
Heart shaped cream cheese is right there.
Man, you
Here's
see that?
here's a
Fuck that.
Eat Your Heart Out World, 9/21/24. 15,000 pounds of Philly cheesecake, 15,000 pounds of cheesecake, big cheesecake. If you're going to make 15,000 pound cheesecake, better make it Philly. Let
I don't know
them
how you
eat
got Philly
cake.
cream cheese to be so liquid.
Let them eat cake, cheesecake.
Let them eat cheesecake.
So this is the cheesecake in question.
Yes. That's what it looked like, dude.
It was melted by the time we got to it, yeah.
Did you didn't even get any crust? Where's the crust?
There was no crust.
What? There wasn't even a crust?
No.
Oh, how can this be a cheesecake if there's no crust, Fizzy?
Because to
dude,
count as a,
your little town is made up of all lies.
yeah, but we had to steal the title back from Russia. Russia had made a bigger cheesecake for some reason, and we had to make
I
a
think
bigger
Russia's cheesecake was probably done way better than yours. I got to give
Yeah.
it to the
Okay.
Ruskies.
All right, and
Sorry.
here's the final
Anyway.
picture.
Sad.
They
This is
had
what we
s-
did to beat the Russians.
They had so much cheesecake left over. They were giving away giant buckets of it.
Sure.
Just the cheesecake filling. And I'm so sad that I didn't get one.
Why?
Because it says world's largest cheesecake on the bottom, 2024.
And you would have just kept that bucket, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Look at you collecting plastic. Oh my God. You're like
Yeah,
a
you kept the-
biological. You're like a biological disaster over there, Fizzy. What are you
Let me
doing?
see if I can find a picture of the entire cheesecake.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
We couldn't get close enough to see them actually cut it.
Yeah, because it was.
Oh, it weighed a record-breaking 15,008 pounds. So,
I just wonder how they weighed this thing. What kind of
So,
scale did they have this thing?
here it is. This is what it looks like.
Hmm.
Is he using a shovel to just give it to people?
Sure. Why not? I mean, it's all-
15,000 pounds. World record. Here's here's a better picture of it, which is even somehow worse. So we have a special building in our town specifically to hold the cheesecake. So there's this cool tent. Why does he look so creepy about it? Wait, can you see this, Dan?
Yeah.
Why does that guy look so weird?
I don't know. What's he doing?
He's gonna cut it with a sword?
Is that what he's trying to? Okay, I thought he had a fishing pole. What are you
No.
Fishing?
It says Lieutenant Colonel.
And what's the
Annam Cowler.
Philadelphia? Is that like some sort of like just a vinyl they threw on there?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
Lieutenant Commander Adam Keller, commander of the 666 Air
What?
Cavalry Squadron.
666?
No, just 666.
Did you say 666?
Yeah.
Did.
Oh my God, Fizzy, you just ate devil cake.
Devil
Fort Drum's
cheesecake.
10
Yeah.
pounds. Uses a sword.
Cheesecake was, and he's using a sword. This whole thing is a ritual, and
to
you
cut
ate it.
slices from Kraft
Oh
on its
my God.
record-breaking
You need to
15,008
go
pound
repent.
cheesecake. It's
Listen.
cream cheese, festival in Lowville in 2000.
I know you got some holy water in the house. Go put
Yeah,
it
I
on and
do.
see if it
My
sizzles.
purse. I don't
Test
have
it.
cheesecake.
No, but you ate it already. You got that devil in you.
Smashing.
That's why you're so mean lately.
I haven't been mean. Smashing the previous record by more than 5,000 pounds.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. I say, let me look at
Kraft
Russia's.
previously
I
held.
bet
Guinness
Russia's. I bet Russia's had a crust. I mean,
I was here for this one too. 6,900 pound cheesecake in 2013.
Russia's
But a Russian company set a new record
winning
with a
cheesecake.
9,300 pound cheesecake that was 9 feet 2 inches in
The
diameter.
fact that I got to root for Russia. Sad.
So, it does have a crust.
It
Saturday's
did,
record-breaking dessert features more than 13,000 pounds of cheesecake filling, made with Philadelphia cream cheese from Kraft's Lowville plant, 870 pounds of graham crackers, 300 pounds of sugar, and more than 100 pounds of butter. It also measured more than 11 feet in diameter. And how are you not impressed?
I'm just not, because I saw how it turned out.
Yeah, but if you get the
Unedible.
bottom, Dan,
Fizzy.
it was
That looked like
delicious.
shit.
Yeah, I
Because-
don't care what it looked like. It
Because
was
you were
delicious.
eating cream cheese with a topping, and yeah, it's gonna taste good together. It's like you basically had yogurt.
But it was so good.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Please.
I know it was the most exciting thing in your happened in a long time, and
Nothing happened.
I don't mean
tonight,
to.
Tom.
I know, and I don't mean to shit on it all the time. I'm sorry.
What's
I'll
your
try to do
town's
better.
claim to fame, man? Do you got
Well-
a giant cheesecake? No.
You know what? I really don't
Barbecue.
know. Barbecue. Yeah, we got barbecue or something.
Yeah, but lots of cities do barbecue. Only one town does cheesecake,
We
and
like-
that's
we like-
us and Russia.
We got like the largest goat population or something. I don't know. I don't really know. I moved, because I used to be in a different town. Now I'm in, up here by Fort Worth. So it's hard to say.
You don't
Probably
have any
nothing.
weird. You don't have any weird backwards town festivals.
We did no, I don't think so. I mean, I know that there was where I used to have the shop. They had the pickle festival.
Well, there you go. That's
I mean,
something
that
different.
was a little weird and quirky. The old pickle festival. I don't think we do anything like that here. Really. So
You'll
we're
just have
we're
to
pretty
start
good.
your own, Dan.
Well, I guess I could.
Hi, little man. Guess what little man's doing?
What's he doing?
He's curled up on my hair towel and he's
Hmm.
hugging it and rubbing his face all over it. Yes, you're so cute.
See what else we got. So Russia's, by the way, look.
Little man eats cheesecake with me.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need you to come.
What else we got here? Have you seen Amanda Bynes lately? Fuck.
Oof, that
Oof.
poor girl. I used to like her so
Damn.
much.
Damn. Amanda.
They ruined
Man.
her.
Yeah. Pretty rough.
They ruined
We're gonna check on the old Bynesy. What's up, Bynes? Let's see. There she is now. She used to be cute. Look at her.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
No.
And funny.
And then once you start tattooing your face, oh my god, it's over when you start tattooing the face.
The eyebrows.
Okay, so I ended up getting a gold.
Look at all those nose rings, man. Holy shit, you were the Uber. You're like the Uber lefty. Holy fuck.
The eyebrows for me.
What
really.
is up with the eyebrows? See, this is drugs, man. This is drugs.
Grill. I'm so excited about it right now. I absolutely love it. My dentist is absolutely amazing. Dr. Sean from LA Smile Specialist. I want to thank him so much, as well as Courtney, his assistant, for doing such a beautiful job today.
On what?
I don't know.
No one is going to notice your teeth. That's the last thing people are looking
She's
at.
got like a giant septum, plus
She's got like
some
5 different nose rings.
She's got
shit
something
hanging-
weird going on inside her mouth too, when she talks. Looks like her
Oh,
teeth
maybe.
are moving.
Fillers. She can't
Oh.
move her mouth out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, oh Amanda. See here. Let's see. Oh, this was just we can watch some of this. This guy was showing some of the latest and greatest Withers Fish did a video here. All right, here we go. It's just, some more conspiracy stuff around the world.
Yeah.
And here we go.
On the beach a few weeks ago.
The ADL now wants to classify this word similar to the N-word. Yes, not even joking.
Palm Beach Pete is running for mayor. The state board of elections found out he was doing a
Oh,
DNA
no.
test to prove he's not Jeffrey Epstein. The state immediately steps in and denies the third-party DNA testing results and says from here on out they'll be the ones overseeing.
Dude, what if that was
DNA
really
testing.
Epstein?
Oh man.
Why
Oh,
would they
wow.
block it just in case?
Well, they're like, well, wait a minute. We're not going to take your third-party results. We're going to do our own DNA test just to make sure. Like, that just tells you they don't really trust him, you know?
Mm-hmm. Come on, B. They laughing, B.
Oh, the fish stand.
Yeah, the fish.
Welcome back to the Wizards Fish. If you haven't already done so, be sure to check out the backup channel, Wizards Fishbowl.
And they were tied until they showed this on live TV.
Oh, this
Then
guy.
Ghana-
This is dude, man, for Ghana. He goes to the games and he's like performing like rituals and stuff. Like he's like a witch doctor.
So they went for them to
Yeah,
win?
he put a spell on this one dude and the guy missed the shot at the end of the game. And it was like a shot he really shouldn't miss. So people were like, "Oh shit, he put the curse on him." Then he said he lifted it after the game. Like it's crazy, man. And people believe this dude. But I mean, you know, anytime you see like a black dude with like, you know, baby powder on his face, it's always
Yeah, I
kind
know.
of
I
scary.
don't trust.
Yeah, I don't trust it, you know.
It could
The
even
score
be
is 1-0 and they
psychological,
pull off an impressive win, but it wasn't really anything crazy, right? Ghana's
It's
next
flying around
opponent
him.
is England, and this is when the witch doctor comes in. He says, I am working on Harry Kane. I have shown what I am capable of before, so I know what work I must do to stop him. I'm not wishing him serious injury. It will just be enough to stop him against my country. I will do my work so that it can help Ghana. You have to realize that England is very good. They're supposed to destroy
If you had
this
magic
team, and Harry Kane is one
powers,
of the
would you
best
waste
players
it
in the
on
world. So not
sports?
only did the game with Ghana and England end 0-0, Harry Kane, who was allegedly cursed, missed a wide open goal at the end of the game. And look at this reaction. He couldn't even believe it himself. Internet obviously goes crazy after this game because it was just an insanely improbable outcome. And the fact that Harry Kane just airmailed a wide open goal is just wild. And then the witch, after the game, he says Harry Kane has now been released from the curse. He can score again. And then he shows the whole ritual, which was kind of weird. But just a disclaimer, I don't actually believe that this is real, but a lot of people do. I think that the blood of Jesus protects us from all of that BS, but it's still a really interesting story.
What?
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why these people are playing around. This guy just called him someone he's not. This is Palm Beach Pete, like he said. I'm just me being me, and it's a phenomenon, all right? I don't know what's going on here, guys, but something is going on here, guys. He called him by a name that he's not, and he laughed like it was funny. People are saying that something is going on in this video, and it's very odd and very questionable. Like I said, I don't know what's going on here, but something for sure is going on here. I mean, he's just him being him, all right? And it's a phenomenon. People need to leave Palm Beach Pete alone. He is not Jeff, okay? Enough is enough of this
He's
malarkey.
too creepy.
Let's
Might be
just
creepier.
call it what it is. This is Palm Beach Pete, and he's a cool guy, and he's on social media, and he's here to stay. But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. I'm not sure what they trying to tell us in this video, but they're trying to tell us something, and I don't know nothing straight up. I don't know what to think. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
What is up, you guys? It's your boy Dimension. Okay, y'all. So y'all know I be posting like the supernatural stuff
God.
that I be seeing because nobody really be want to talk about it for real. Like certain people share it, but everybody don't know. So y'all, there was this that happened, and literally, y'all, you can see the spirit of death in this video. Now I would play the sound so y'all can, but I want y'all to pay attention to this stair up here. This stair that's going circle. Pay attention to this figure that's up here. The car gets hit. Of course, the spirit wanted them to die. They get out the way. Now the spirit is about to move. Y'all pay attention. Look at that. Look at this spirit come off of the steps and down the next set of steps. Literally lands on his invisible feet And literally, y'all, I'm finna let y'all watch this again. Like, let's run this back. Like, pay attention, y'all. So this is what the spirit does. He was there to collect the spirit. In that moment, I don't think anybody died. But he was there to make sure that he got the soul that he came to get. Look at him jump down these stairs. Watch look at it. You see
Oh,
it.
I see it now.
That ain't no AI. That's a real video. Somebody's Ring camera. I'm telling y'all. The spiritual realm is so real. And these evil spirits that are around here, I told y'all, these accidents and stuff that's happening, it's so real, bro. And it's a scripture that says that the spirit of death has to give up its dead. The lake, all of that stuff, every area that has taken somebody's life, they're going to be commanded to give it back. How can you make somebody give something back if that person is not real? If that person is not in charge of certain things, has control over something, is holding certain things. And when God says they have to give it up, when God commands everything to release its dead, everybody who died by water going to be released. Everybody who died by fire going to be released. Everybody who died in like slave plantations and stuff like that, all their souls are going to be released to God for judgment. And I just wanted to remind somebody that there is life after death, and there are literally forces right now that you can't see around you. I love y'all so much. God bless you.
We've been shown what this reptilian entity looks like. There's a photograph of Salvador Dali, a real initiate. By the way, I studied with the same Kabbalist who taught Salvador Dali. She never showed me this. It's an image of a reptilian that he's holding up like this. And it's about, oh gosh, I don't know, 6-7 inches tall. Now, this reptilian, sort of where we have our third eye, has a protruding horn-like figure in the center of its forehead, on top of its head. That's called the proboscis. That comes off and goes into the eye. And within 2 weeks, kills the human soul and takes over the memories and consciousness. That's what
I'm wondering if that's related to the Black Eye Club.
Exactly.
Called soul scalping. And they have found really similar reptilians in animals that they don't understand how it's gotten into the animal's head, how it's gotten into their brain. Animals who were behaving strangely and had to be put down. So the whole thing is really mysterious. And those who have had the black eye very often start behaving differently. Now, have we seen Trump with the black eye? No. We've seen him with a red left eye. And is he behaving erratically? Oh, he's doing some really cool stuff, right? But also, 1 week he's coming out and talking about the evils of mRNA and what's going on in Israel. Then the next week he's saying crazy things about Gaza and promoting AI and mRNA shots. So it seems really inconsistent. Now, this may not be necessarily due to a virile parasite. It could be clones, and we'll come on to that in a moment. The thing I've said time and time again is that I believe that vampires are allegorical for adrenochrome harvesting. So if we have a master race who enters in and takes over humans.
He's getting really, really deep into the plot of this movie. This movie that is all fictional and not real whatsoever for entertainment purposes.
Humans of influence, and they can live forever. What's uncertain is, do they have to jump to another body after a couple hundred years or after that body dies? Do they have immortality, but yet they need blood to survive? What does that sound like? That's Dracula all over. That's the story of vampires, which I think is allegorical to the draconian reptilian race who needs blood to stop from losing their human form. Now, we all know that Eisenhower allegedly made a deal with aliens. In exchange for humans, they gave us some technology. Now,
so Kai Cenat is no longer on the scene, right? As you all can see in the streamer world, he's not even the same person as he used to be. Look who they got next in line, Placky Boy Max. But guess what, y'all? People calling him a plant. And I believe he is. But this is how they get you.
I don't even know who this guy is.
The streamers ain't no different than the rappers and the singers.
Right now. But it's good, bro. I gotta fight it because every time I end up feeling this, I'm gonna be honest, every time I stop smoking, I start feeling this way again. So I gotta just fight through it. I gotta fight through it this time because I'm really not trying to go back to smoking every day. You know, move closer to Christ. I'm gonna be honest. I've been praying every day for like a month now. So it's like I'm definitely trying.
Then he laughed after. You see that, right? After he said he getting close to Christ, he said that and laugh. That's how they get y'all, so y'all can follow them. But if you getting closer to Christ, Plaque Boy Mats, what's this? I keep telling y'all everything's spiritual. If you getting close to Christ, what is this? Don't this look like a Zest show?
I will never in my life put business over morals.
Oh,
God
really?
has tested me in this way multiple times to start this year. I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Never, ever put business over your morals. Once you do that, that's selling your soul.
But that's what you're doing.
I will never.
You mean
do
That's what you're
no?
doing. Cap. Never put business over morale, huh? Like, what's going on, brother? What's
Ew.
going on, sir?
Why is he
You
purple?
lying. All this is to gain influence over our kids. They remove one puppet to bring up another one.
I'm smoking the ground or doing some wild or twerking. Why don't we twerk?
What? You see what I'm saying?
You gotta think about it, man. Why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only gender neutral dance.
Twerking is actually part of voodoo ritual.
I don't know how.
I'm tweaking.
Big time.
I don't know how to do it. I
You know
never
how to
learned
twerk?
how to do it.
Can't trust
No.
these people, man.
Only gender neutral dance, bro. Everything else we share. You saw me in New York. You're like, bro, I really see something in you, gang. I need to put you on Twitch. You're a prodigy. I was one of the first Twitch's prodigy. So he put me on that. And yeah, bro, he gave me 100 bands. He said, yeah, stop hooping. Here's the 100 bands. Start streaming, bro.
That's how they got it.
bro. Just like that, gang. That ass, bro. Like, no cap in my rep.
He was paid.
I'm literally documenting, and I am streaming my whole process of my whole career. When they call me a CIA plant, oh yeah, that means we're having on.
Y'all heard that?
I've literally documented every part of my journey since I've been averaging 20 viewers.
I believe you will.
Y'all making me have real dark eyes. Stop playing with me.
For more Truth Bombs news and reactions, man, y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all already know what it is. Come to the YouTube and subscribe.
This is
Look at that, bro.
the most disgusting thing. Why is it
No
150?
refunds.
What, did they have more bathrooms?
That's ridiculous.
Parking was very
Ridiculous, cousin.
So I found this on the beach a few weeks ago, and I posted a
Oh, I
video of
hate
me
it.
digging it up, and it has caused a little bit of confusion for a few thousand people. Some people think it is a whale. Some people think it is a dragon because of the horns.
To me, I don't know. I think it kind of looks almost like a weird sort of snake skull or something. I have no idea. What do you guys think?
I don't know either.
The forward-facing eyes. And then some people are saying it is a Pokemon. They are convinced. If you have any idea what this is or what you think it is, let me know
Is
in the
it the
comments.
head or
We're
is
still
it the
kind of
full
trying to figure
body?
it out. I have other pictures if you want to see them. Just message me or leave a comment and I'll post them in the comments.
I wish this video was fake, but if it's real, this could easily be the end of flock safety. This week we received a video that is most likely a flock camera pointed directly at a pool in a homeowners association. No cars in sight, just families enjoying their day. And sadly, this is not the first time. Other pictures have been circulating on Reddit of what appears to be another camera also aimed directly at a pool. One's on the X platform that show them on bike paths, and even one's facing children's playgrounds. And it gets scarier. Flock has easily built one of the largest surveillance networks in America with almost 100,000 cameras. They started as license plate readers on the road, but they are clearly much more than that.
I'm curious to know, since I live in Canada, what the flock camera situation is here, if any.
Aren't even hiding the expansion. They sell a camera called the Condor, a pan tilt zoom unit that can automatically zoom in on people as they walk by. And cameras can clearly be seen on DFlock, a crowdsourced site that maps flock cameras, including some in pedestrian areas. All of this was pitched to make our communities and roads safer, but what is actually done is build a surveillance network watching people in the places where cars never go. If you want to get the full picture on companies like Flock, you can use the Conscious app to see who funds them, what they actually do behind the scenes, and how ethical they really are. The more people who see what they are really up to, the harder it gets for them to keep operating in the dark.
Don't move! This is insane! You have to hear this! One of our pilots that was downed in Iran said there was a swarm. Listen to this! A swarm of jellyfish UAPs.
Jellyfish?
A swarm of them! And I guess there was a bigger ship, okay? And they did a formation below this bigger ship, and they had legs like a jellyfish, and they were swarming them.
The alien
Read
baby.
the News Nation article. This is one of our U.S. pilots, and this happened when he was downed in Iran. Folks, start waking up. This shit's real. It's real.
Real
Space
fake.
jellyfish.
Right in front of our eyes, and no one gives a shit.
The ADL now wants to classify this word similar to the N-word. Yes, not even joking. This word right here, slop. Blank slop. And it's now being labeled as that blank blank because it stems from the word, which means non-Jewish members. Okay. It's funny because, you know, Epstein was saying that a lot in his things. The Goyim know in general how to have a good time. Said again here. And in here. And in here. And in here. And here.
But we can't say it.
Here.
Hmm.
In this conversation. Oh, as well as it was in our games for over 20 years. Take a look at this.
Lousy goyim! Oh, lousy goyim. I swear I didn't touch your daughter.
So they can say it all they want. And they can classify
I
you all
know
they want.
that.
But now when you make a joke of it, it is now what? How many of you guys are just not into this one? Drop it in the polls. Thank you. You let me know.
So for context here, the guy that the pastor is going after for months has been threatening to R-word and unalive his wife and children. And the pastor finally snapped and had enough. So
Oh, man.
I get it. Sometimes you need to prevent harm from happening before it does.
He's just slamming his head into the ground.
Man, beating the crap out of that guy.
The heck's going on, man?
That man threatened to rape his wife, so he just beat him in the streets.
Oh.
Take a deep breath. Come to a Franklin school and arrest an autistic child. You ready? We're gonna take a deep breath. Ready? It's all right. We got this beat. First thing, you're gonna let it out. Do you think your father's gonna think about you need mom and dad?
That's gonna scar that kid for life.
Devin, just chill out, buddy.
Autistic kids don't
You're leaving with me.
understand.
Promise you.
Cops should be embarrassed.
Questions or anything, guys? Nope. Okay. You want my name? You're recording. I'm recording you. I ain't worried about my attorney be contacting you. I'll get the report tomorrow morning. Love you, buddy. I'll be right there.
What do you say?
I've got her when who's relevant, I believe. All right, guys. Thank you. All right, say hi to Facebook, everybody.
So the kid getting bullied gets arrested. Makes a lot of sense.
What?
Palm Beach Pete is running for mayor. The state board of elections found out he was
Wow.
doing a DNA test to prove he's not Jeffrey Epstein. The state immediately steps in and denies the third-party DNA testing results and says from here on out, they'll be the ones overseeing any DNA testing. What do you guys think? Do you think it's actually him, or are they just continuing to troll us? Check this out.
What if I told you that both Palm Beach Pete and Jeffrey Epstein have an involuntary speech pattern that they can't help but make, and it's identical? What would that do for you? Let's check it out.
Own business, and some knucklehead films me as perpetrating one of the largest frauds. Films me. Frauds. Films me. Frauds.
Did a lie detector test also on a podcast, and they asked him. He said that he lived in New York the exact same years that Epstein lived in New York. He lived in Palm Beach the exact same years that Epstein lived in Palm Beach. They asked him if he had ever been at in the same place as Epstein. He said that he had been at a party that Epstein was at. It's crazy. He's saying he also says that he's doing a DNA test right now. He's like, yeah, I'm doing a DNA test, so I'm going to prove I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, where would you have gotten Jeffrey Epstein's DNA, guy?
And he's also like playing it up with this whole Jeffrey thing. Like,
What do y'all
why
think? You
would
think
wanna
that's
be associated
just a
with somebody like
distraction?
that?
I mean,
I don't know.
he really doesn't
They
look
just
like
caught
him.
a
I
time
mean, from what
traveler
I
at
can see,
Elvis
Just a big
Presley.
show
he
for
he
them.
just. I mean, yeah, he's probably a Jew, whatever. But I mean, the noses are different, and I mean, he looks similar. I'll
Yeah, the
give it that.
hairline different, and I
Yeah.
think he's just playing up for views. But
I feel like it's just
if
being
it's
done.
not him, then why did
I
the
mean,
state
he
be
comes in,
like,
he comes up out of nowhere, right? I mean, out of fucking nowhere. This dude's been around for a while, and then all of a sudden, he starts, getting famous on TikTok or whatever.
well, he got famous because everyone's like, wait a second, I've seen.
Yeah, but why wouldn't people have said that when he was in jail, or why did it take so long for people to put two and two together? I don't know.
It was about
I
the
just feel
same
like
time the files were
distraction,
released, wasn't
man.
it?
Just distraction.
Dan?
More distraction.
Did they find this guy about the same time as the files were released?
No. They were releasing the files when they found him, but yeah, I mean, again, I think people.
So he's just there to make a joke.
I think if you here's what I think. I think they got a picture of Epstein in Israel. I think he's in Israel, if he's alive. He's not here, and he's definitely not pretending to be a real estate guy. And then they got this guy to act as a distraction, because that way everybody, they're looking at Palm Beach Pete. But truthfully, I think somebody got a picture of that dude in Israel, and that looks like Epstein. That dude looks just like freaking Epstein. So
Of course, he'd go there.
well, of course he would. Well, that's who he worked for. He worked for the Mossad. Anyway, that's what I think is going on. I think they're just trying to. It's the old, bait and switch, and they don't want you to look other places. They want to give you. They want to give you the
Watch
narrative.
the right hand and not the left hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you hear little man talking to you?
No.
Oh, chirp louder, baby.
Presley's final concert, and they think it's a CERN scientist. A resurfaced video from 1977 appears to show a woman holding what looks like a modern smartphone nearly 30 years before the iPhone and years before the first commercial cell phone.
Didn't we see this earlier?
I don't think so.
Oh no. The hell. Dude.
But this isn't the
weird.
first time. Conspiracy theorists have also pointed to a man who appeared to be talking on a cell phone
Yeah,
during
we've seen
World
that
War
a
II.
long time.
We've even seen a spectator at a 1995 Mike Tyson fight
But then they-
who seemed to be recording with
don't know.
what looked like a
Didn't
smartphone.
they show you what that was?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a smartphone, but I think it was some sort of recording device, right? I think that's been debunked.
Skeptics say they're just old cameras or other period devices.
It could
But
be like
here's
some
the
kind of
twist.
video
Some
camera.
physicists say traveling to the past isn't mathematically impossible. And then there's CERN, an organization often blamed for messing with timelines.
All right, fine. I will tell you why they keep trying to jump timelines and why CERN keeps skipping through time. And it's because they've already seen into the future. Okay. Rumors
I can believe that.
speculate they've seen 45,000 years into the future.
Okay.
Speculation, though, But there's also Project Looking Glass that, they've already took a peek and saw that they lose no matter what.
And also from the chronovisor there at the Vatican, apparently since 2012 we've been on a fixed timeline, and no matter what they do, nothing will change.
So they're just
don't give
rolling
us
the
false
dice.
hope
And if
again.
you listen to
So
what
I'm
they're
too tired
building,
of it.
So that's interesting, because what I've heard they can do is look through this thing, right, and see the future. They somehow, right? Let's just say they could. All right, it's like Man in the High Castle. Remember how the guy would he could he's playing more of the almost like a god character, but he would present these nations with films of the future of a perceived future if they didn't change something, they didn't change their ways.
So they still believe they can change the past, but
Well, they're trying to figure out a way to do it. I think that's why they're going all out with CERN, and they don't care, what's happened. They don't care about the Mandela effect. They don't care about what, they're trying to. Sounds like they're trying to figure it out, man. Like it's like this. From what I understood, they would always see a difference in the future if they changed something or if they went a different route, and they could look at this thing and they could sort of in a way guide the future. But now apparently what I understand is that the future's fixed now. Okay, that there's no more variables. So basically God's coming back and it's going to end. Okay, and he's going to close the book on this chapter. So they're trying to figure out a way to extend it or give themselves more time or something. And that's kind of the premise of what they're talking about. Now, depends if you believe all that or not. But I mean, the looking glass technology is really interesting because it would make sense why in my lifetime, growing up, watching our government do things that made no fucking sense at all. Again, it would make the case for certain things like 9/11,
trying
for instance,
to change.
like why they would go all out to try to. Again, there could have been a world where they looked into this thing and they saw that Iraq got a nuclear weapon, right? And they could see that in the future, in near future, that they will be nuking people. Okay, so it would be in their best interest to figure out a way to go to war. And they think, how do we do it? Well, we got this. And they came up, they concocted this plan, right, to make it look like a terror attack. And then remember, there's a bunch of people that had their hands in the cookie jar, insurance policies that were taken out just in time, people betting in the stock market, all that good
Not
stuff.
showing up.
Yeah, people knew ahead of time, right? How did they know? So anyway, so then you get that, and then I think they were using it for that. That's why some of the stuff and the moves they were making just look so strange to us. We're like, what is going on? Why are they doing all this? And if you could look into the future and you can't see any more future for you, you might try everything you could to change that. It may not look good for them. So that's what they're trying to do is correct it for them. That's one thing, and that's a good thing for the rest of us because we don't care. Those who are God fearing, we're like, bring it on. But anyway, let's keep going here. Yep.
You might start to believe these insane time traveling claims.
Replacing about 1.2 kilometers of the 27-kilometer ring with the high luminosity LHC magnets. This will give us a machine that's 10 times brighter than the Large Hadron Collider, 10 times more data. So it really is an opportunity to explore the universe in a way we haven't done before.
Seen this video on my timeline. It was voiced over. I muted it. Now this is Mr. Mountain Man, right? He is going to the Grand Canyon doing all type of explorations, finding a bunch of artifacts. He's finding fossils. He's finding things that are not supposed to be there. As you could tell, there was an ancient civilization there. But when you find cathedral pillars and the hieroglyphs is one thing.
That was cool.
But this right here,
what is that?
Did you see that?
That was wild.
Did y'all see that? This mud flood,
No.
straight up. That's straight mud flood business.
Magnets. This will.
I've never
He's
seen
finding
those pictures before.
fossils. He's finding things that are not supposed to be there. As you could tell, there was an ancient civilization there. But when you find cathedral pillars and
Look at the artwork on the next
So is this the place in the Grand Canyon you weren't allowed to go?
I don't know.
Did he sneak over there and get these? Because there's an area that it's really off limits. So I don't know. Yeah.
One artwork literally looked like cathedral artwork.
And they also said that there's Edgar Cayce he talked about. I think he talked about this place as well. But apparently this was the area that they found that had a bunch of Egyptian artifacts and shit. And so it was like totally,
Of course, they have them
didn't
stored in
explain.
the Grand Canyon for no reason.
Well, and it just didn't explain the timeline very well, did it? If there's Egyptian artifacts in the middle of the Grand Canyon, you got some explaining to do. You got to, explain to people how that gets in there and mummies and shit and whatever they found. So
Okay, the hieroglyphs is one thing,
That was cool.
but this
Look
right
at that.
here. Whoa! Did you see
Did you see that? You missed it
Did y'all
again,
see
Dan.
that?
I did.
Oh, glyphs is one thing,
That was cool.
but this
That.
right here.
What is it?
Whoa! Did you
It's
see
like a
that?
church ceiling, like with
Did y'all
paintings,
see that?
Oh.
real
Mud flood,
paintings.
straight up. That's straight mud flood business. Oh my goodness gracious! I can only imagine how this looked before it was. This must have been some type of cataclysm that happened here, bro. Like the Grand Canyon. In my theory, okay, I don't want to say that because it'd be misinformation. But look at that. Them faces is all removed and scrabbled out.
Oh.
They should remove all the faces. Why didn't they just completely wipe this out?
That's suspicious.
Why would they just take the faces?
How long has this been here? This look like something out the Ethiopian Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looks strange, bro. What if the Grand Canyon ain't got you?
Huh.
What?
I think
Pretty weird.
it was, and then they decided to build inside of it. But how would you get to churches?
How do you build
if it was
that
like
stuff,
that?
though,
What
man?
the
Rock
hell
like that.
is
It's so
going
weird.
on? This is one of the most messed up things
Ancient
I've
people,
seen in
yeah.
a long time.
What is it? I don't get it.
This has been trending all over social media for the last few days, and well, I needed to make a video on it. There has been all of these videos going around and people talking about how there's kids on Vinted.
Kids in the animal sense, like baby goats.
Literal. Now, this didn't make any sense. I was like, well, what do you mean? Until I saw this video and a few others, which does explain it. Basically, people are listing toys or kid products for very, very high prices, like a
Baby goat products.
Funko Pop that's, you know, $5 up for like $50,000 or something ridiculous. And a lot of these are from foreign countries. They're not in English. When you translate the text, it reads of something that kind of doesn't make much sense. There was a few posts out there that had things in a foreign language. When you translate it, it's almost cryptic, but will say stuff kind of that leads towards it, which I'm not going to say on here. But there is definitely something going on here. This isn't a prank. This isn't some sort of people just trying to make as much as they can from kids' toys because of the descriptions and things. So everybody needs to share this video and keep talking about it to try and get this looked into more, because something very messed up is going on, and I will keep you updated.
Hello everyone, it is me, Jade Lore. I am an Illuminati survivor, and I'm here to disclose things that I know because I grew up in one of the high-ranking families, one of the royal families in the Illuminati, which means that my bloodline, my mother's bloodline, traces all the way back to the cult's inception in Babylon. So this means that I've been in spaces and I've been in rooms and I've had special training, magical training, because of my bloodline, because of the family that I grew up in. And that means that I was in spaces that a lot of people were not in, and I've heard things that a lot of people have not heard. So there are many things going around about who is involved in terms of what spirits they worship, what beings are being worshipped. And there's a lot of stuff going around about Baal. And Baal is definitely a spirit and definitely a problem. But he's not the one at the top of the pyramid. And who is at the top of the pyramid is someone who has been hidden by the cult. The name of the deity that they worship has been strictly secret for inner circle people. So the Illuminati is comprised of people who have been in the cult for a very long time. And they struck deals with this being a long time ago to basically be the kings and the queens of humanity, the lords of the earth, so you will. And they struck this deal, signing away their sovereignty, signing away their humanity, signing away their empathy, in order to have this vampiric power. So this is the Lord of Vampirism. This is the creator of the spirit pyramid. And his name is Marduk, And the people at the very center of the cult know his name. And I am going to read a quote from a gathering that I heard when I was younger. Someone, a man, one of the leaders of the cult, was speaking into a microphone to a group of people. He said, "We are the light. We illuminate what is weak in humanity. With Marduk at our side, nothing can take us down. History is ours. The future is ours, too."
I wanted to see if I could melt some
Sounds
dirt with the
accurate.
solar death ray. So I grabbed a handful of the
Well, that's
soil
pretty wild.
and put it
I've-
right
I've
on the
got one
hot
of these.
seat.
A small
I aimed
version.
at the focal point through this giant lens right at the pile of dirt. And it was interesting how it immediately started to melt. The intense light caused the dirt to melt into a glowing pool of lava.
Ew.
And as I moved the focal point around, that spot would melt into lava as well. After a while, a bunch of the dirt had melted, and as I disengaged the solar death ray, the lava glowed and then solidified into this really cool piece of black glass.
Awesome.
Little pieces of white quartz mixed in. Totally rad.
What are you trying to do? Incite something?
What are you trying to do with the phone right now? Holding it to your head like that. You got a trigger on that thing?
You can't answer a question with a question.
And you can't question my answer to your question. Why am I here? I'm here because I know everything. There's nothing you can ask me that I don't know.
What is this?
That's a circle. You see what I mean? I know everything. So what I'm doing here is I'm giving everybody nicknames that comes by here.
What if I don't want them?
Well, then your nickname would be the Fun Sponge. You know, because you soak up all the fun.
Really?
Yeah, really. You should put it on your license plate. Fun Sponge.
Fun sponge.
You're parked down in front of my street. Right
Oh, yeah,
here.
this is
Go.
your street?
My house. Let's go.
You're a real peach.
Andale!
I was wondering, how could there be 3 houses for sale on the same block? Now I know why.
What are you doing?
Me? I'm getting ready to ask you a question.
What?
Like, how come your husband's not driving?
I don't allow that.
I heard about these type of relationships. Give me a signal if you need help. Oh, there it is.
You know why I hate him?
No.
You want to know why I hate him?
No, thank you.
Gör du, Mohammed?
Ska man gå in?
Vad gör du? Tror du kommer upp här? Tror du kommer upp här?
Vad ska du slå med mig?
Nej, wallah.
Nej, vad ska du göra då?
Jag vill prata med dig, Maria.
Vad vill du? Du har stått och pratat med mig länge nog. Jag säger jag tycker synd om dig. Gå härifrån.
Mohammed, du kommer inte upp här. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem, Mohammed. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem. Därför han högg mig med en kniv, Maria. Han högg mig med en kniv. Han högg mig med en kniv, en stor köttkniv. Såg ni det? Du, han krossade glaset med en sten.
People are like animals.
Wow.
Mohammed,
Oh my God.
släpp in mig på där så han kommer in. Han kommer in, Maria. Mohammed, hugg du. Mohammed.
So it says here that a
God.
North African immigrant grabs a sharp object and a ladder, then calmly climbs into a Swedish girl's apartment to unalive her after she rejected him. All of this happens in front of a male friend of the woman
Oh my
who
God.
doesn't lift a finger. He stands there and lets the attacker scale the balcony, smash the window with a stone, and poke them with the sharp thing.
Oh my God.
Huh.
This is the most corrupted government in Europe.
There's been ongoing protests since May, initially opposing a luxury beach resort project for the ultra-wealthy led by Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Now, the government said we were going to continue on with the project, and so now the people have taken things into their own hands, as you can see, tearing down construction sites to halt any progress from this actually happening, because they don't want their country sold off to wealthy outsiders.
We want people to be happy and to be able to enjoy our coastline. We don't want to be tourists in our own country. We want to enjoy it as it is, and that's it, simple. That's what we want.
What you have to realize is you can just do that. The government does not hold ultimate power. Their laws are not universal laws, like karma or reincarnation. So if you and your people decide that this shouldn't happen, you have the power to enforce that. spiritually and actually physically, like demonstrated. This luxury resort will obviously not benefit the normal Albanian people, and it's also to be built in a nature reserve on protected land, and this is why the people are pissed off. And it's called the Flamingo Revolution because the flamingo's habitat is threatened by this build. The protest has also evolved to just opposing government corruption as a whole, and it's becoming arguably the most significant protest in Albania in 30 years. The people coming together here reminds me also of some stories from 2020 when people were cutting down and setting ablaze 5G towers. Now, not necessarily recommending you do that because the government did just build more. So though I'm not an advocate for physically fighting back against the evil, the Bible or some spiritual text says, trust God, but also tie up your camel. So if your flamingo friend's home is being invaded, maybe you lend some hands. Maybe you step in, steal an excavator wheel, or, knock over a few buildings. I don't know, just a thought. The conclusion here, just to be clear, is the fact that the power has always been in the hands of people like you and me. And we can, in fact, do something.
Agreed.
I think I'm going to stop it there, guys, because it's 2 a.m. And, it's getting late. Fizzy's probably getting tired, and Eric and all of us, man, we've did our bit. So let me go and wrap it up right there, and just give a shout out to the audience and say thank you all for hanging out with us tonight and checking out some of the videos and clips we had and discussions. Always a lot of fun. So, any thoughts, guys, before we head out?
No, I'm good, man. I think it was a good show.
Yeah.
We came out, showed some things that I hadn't seen before. It was pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to show that 1958. Maybe I can find it, but the 1958 encyclopedia, where it mentions Antarctica and it mentions the dome, and damn it, man, I gotta find that. There's somebody on TikTok that's doing this. They buy old books and they show what's in these old books, man. It's crazy, like how detailed they used to be about stuff. It's really interesting, to say the least. But it's all good. Fizzy, you still with us? Egg,
Fizzy Pop,
Fizzy.
She might have checked
I wonder
out.
I don't know. Was she dipped or she passed out? All right. Well, all right, guys. Well, hey, thank you all, and we'll be back with you guys next week. So take care out there. Have a great weekend and all that. And I guess next weekend we have 4th of July coming up. So America 250, the big one.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man.
I'm ready.
Yeah. And anyway, aside from that, man, that's all we got. So have a good night, guys. Take care. And
Have a good weekend, everybody.